All right, we are back with part 2 of day 1 of the Bad Gaming Podcast Game of the Year 2012 ceremonies. We've got a bunch of fantastic categories coming up. The first one we're going to start with is Best Atmosphere. Now, we haven't exactly been explaining the meanings behind all of our categories as much. This is a tricky one to start with, but we do need to kind of set ground rules for what we're looking for here. Do you feel comfortable taking that?
Sure, I'll go for it. At least when I think of Best Atmosphere, I think of a combination of art direction and sound design melding. It's not necessarily most immersive category, but kind of is. Atmosphere is a tough one to define and go through it.
Exactly.
But I think
it's okay. If you nominate a game that doesn't in fact have a good atmosphere, we will all laugh at you, but that's okay.
Naturally, it has to be a space game because there's the most atmosphere.
Exactly.
There we go.
Dead Space.
FTL. All right. So, even though I did say that we would laugh at you if you nominated something for Best Atmosphere, we actually already have a list for Best Atmosphere, and guess how many games are in it?
15.
15.
All right.
Magic number.
Starting, once again, the magic number for a lot of these categories. Our 15 nominees for Best Atmosphere are I Am Alive, Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward, Hotline Miami, Journey, Zombie U, Lone Survivor, Max Payne 3, Sleeping Dogs, The Darkness 2, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, The Walking Dead, Dishonored, The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings, Transformers Fall of Cybertron, and The Unfinished Swan.
You're so good.
So,
what do we do?
we definitely don't think have a super clear winner. So, let's start knocking
Happy
things
fun
off.
time.
No, let's start
Everybody
knocking things
wins.
off. So, what needs to go?
Journey.
That's a joke.
Jokes.
Lol.
Seconded. That was not a joke.
My goodness.
What is my least favorite of these?
Okay, I'm going to nominate Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3 has great presentation. Does it? I haven't seen, especially like the last 2/3 of that game. Does it actually really have atmosphere, or is it really just presentation?
I definitely use this category as a nominate a lot of games I actually don't like otherwise, and Max Payne 3 is one of those for me. I was the one who nominated it here.
Okay.
And I feel like I don't need to go to Brazil in my life ever, because Max Payne 3 sets it really well.
Okay.
I don't want to go.
Yeah, the presentation is fantastic, but you go through like a broken down hotel. You see the class conflict at play.
Wow.
You start with you're a rich person security guard, and then you go to the slums where you watch the police just mercilessly beating pagans. I guess not pagans. Peons. That works.
Non-believers.
The others.
Wow. Okay.
So it does a really good job of setting atmosphere for sure.
Non-believers.
And the music is also pretty grimy and dirty, as it should appropriately be. That sets
Okay.
the tone as well.
Cool. Okay. All right. I won't push for that one so hard. Okay. Good. I'm glad
Is
to hear
it
does
top
some
3
interesting
though?
stuff that way. I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know what top 3 is. I had a hard time kind of picking this for myself, so I don't have a concrete 5.
I don't know. It's not my number one.
Let's feel that. Let's feel that one out. Let's see if we can pick anything off.
Dishonored.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't nominate that one here.
I would.
I don't know.
I'd strike it from the list. I feel like it does visual setting really well. I don't feel as though anything in the audio really contributes to that a whole lot.
I agree.
I feel it's really lacking in that department. Really, probably on the whole so far. I wouldn't consider it the best atmosphere. It has an interesting setting, but I feel it really goes no further than that.
And even a lot of its feel of it is of other games.
Yeah, Bioshock.
Bioshock.
Like Bioshock. So, is everybody okay with striking Dishonored from the list?
Yep.
Okay, Dishonored is off the list.
Probably not the worst atmosphere.
Definitely
But
not.
that's okay.
I would agree. Let's see. How much atmosphere does Transformers really have? I'm not saying its setting
It's
isn't
a cool question.
I'm not saying it's. I don't want to say anything negative about Transformers because I was impressed. But how much atmosphere does it really
I think that answers your
Yeah,
question.
exactly.
Guys, I don't want to be the one to argue for that. I could even go
Okay.
with something.
I mean, I can shift to something else.
Oh,
That's fine.
there's just so
Okay,
much of
all
it.
right.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
shift to
trying to
something
think how
else.
to describe it.
It's
Like it does. It's not like a horror game where I'm nervous or scared. Like it's not like I Am Alive where I was nervous for my life the whole time, and I actually freaking cussed at the game because I was dying so much. But
okay.
it's a world. You get to see this whole new world open up in front of you, and you're thrown in the Transformer realm where anything's possible. You're stuck in this Transformer world.
He doesn't
Don't ever make it out of that.
Transformer does an excellent job of setting place. Like,
Oh.
you feel like you're on
Cybertron.
You're on
Okay.
Cybertron.
You're on
in the war of
Cybertron.
Cool.
Cybertron.
There's so much going on.
It's-
It really feels like you're in the middle of a war. Like
It's
you're in a
so-
war zone.
yeah, it's
You
so
are a
chaotic.
Transformer.
Okay.
Especially like
It's
the first
definitely not
chapter.
my top three. Probably not my it's not my top five, but
It's not my
I
top
can
three.
understand it being not. Understand it being not.
Yeah,
So then.
Yeah,
do
I'm
we-
good. I'm
do
good
we-
at scratching it.
yeah.
Do we scratch? Okay.
But it really does have a
I'm
fantastic
impressed
atmosphere.
by what you said. Okay, cool. I'm glad it pulls that off.
Okay, guys, I really like the unfinished one. The atmosphere.
Yeah,
I haven't got to the finish. Don't tell me.
that's
Oh
probably.
beating it
yeah,
tonight.
what am I thinking? I might. Oh yeah, I forgot. I always forget about the last chapter of that game because it's so different.
Yeah, it's
but
what
that
you keep
last
telling
chapter
me.
is incredibly
You
atmospheric.
keep telling me it's crazy ridiculous.
I don't think it'll be top three, but it is certainly
pretty good.
notable for that last chapter.
That's a rough sell because only a few of us have seen it or played it.
Halfway through.
That's a lot. That can be said about all
You're
the sections.
pretty cool.
Well, that's true. Oh wait.
So good.
Have you,
I
before
finished
you all
it.
played it?
Dave hasn't.
I
saw
beat
the
it.
last chapter.
Yeah, you saw the
I
last
saw the
chapter.
most atmospheric part
Okay.
of the game.
All right.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
It's tense. But unexpectedly, you do not expect the game to go in that direction. Well,
All right.
but are we
that's
striking it? I don't
Really
know.
weird. Okay, let's wait on it.
Okay.
I guess.
All right.
Man, we're saying that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Um,
are. This is
I-
a lot.
Does
About sleeping dogs.
that
How-
city-
how is that pretty
city is
atmospheric?
So cool and so. I don't know. I didn't see the most of it again. I definitely didn't see nearly as much of it as Alex did, but it seemed really authentic and just really.
It is. I guess most
Maybe
of the
it
time
doesn't
for
pull it
Sleeping Dogs, I would rather be playing GTA 4, which I find to be a better open world game, or I'd rather be playing Yakuza, which is a much better narrative game. Sleeping Dogs is somewhere in the middle, and it is a pretty decent. I believe it's Hong Kong.
Yeah, I think it is.
It is. It's True Crime Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Versus
I'm pretty sure it's
okay.
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 Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I probably would nominate for atmosphere, but it is, especially the earlier areas, when you're walking around through the vendors, it's pretty atmospheric. I guess in general, it's really hard to set atmosphere in an open world
Yeah.
because you
Yeah,
can't
it is.
really direct
Right.
much.
It's all about. I think it's really all about that feeling of authenticity and that place. The Darkness 2 did a lot of things really well. Was like strict atmosphere one of them?
I didn't nominate it here.
I don't know. Maybe I know. Did I nominate it?
I don't know. Could have been Dave? Okay.
All right. I wasn't sure. What do you think, Dave? You want to try to push for that one?
Yeah, I just kind of threw it out there.
Okay.
I probably can say the Darkness 1 does a better job with atmosphere. That's one thing the first game has.
As frantic and crazy as the Darkness 2 plays, I think it's hard to set.
Yeah.
A super solid atmosphere there. Okay. So we're striking Are we striking Darkness 2?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite
Yeah.
Jenny scenes and silent scenes. Sort of thing. But yeah, I think it's straight.
Okay.
Yeah, overall, I think.
We're
it's-
getting there. All right. So,
who nominated VLR?
probably me.
Okay.
What is the other one?
It's not as good as 999.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I think we've got some stronger contenders. than
I do too.
VLR.
Yeah.
Okay. So VLR's off the list. Unless Dave, do you object? Okay.
Seventh place.
Yeah, I'm playing seventh thing.
Go ahead.
It's not as good as 999's. It's a waste.
Zach, do you nominate Witcher 2?
I did nominate Witcher 2 based solely because it's a different atmosphere than what I'm used to with RPGs.
It does feel very different from other things.
Yeah, it took me aback because usually when I play RPGs, it's more, I wouldn't say childish, but it's more
Fantastical.
mundane. Yeah, And this one it's more dirty, more
Grounded,
gritty.
yeah.
The dwarves curse a lot,
That's
but you feel in a different realm, and it feels like no one's making stuff up. They're just they're living their lives, and you're just
It's a believable world.
yeah.
all right. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should start trying to pick out the best,
Okay.
the best of the
Best.
category, because working from the bottom up is proving
Yeah,
difficult.
that is.
So let's think about the best games atmospherically. What are the best games on this list atmospherically?
You already started on the line.
I did Star on Alive just because I don't think anybody was going to say anything negative about it.
Yeah, I think it's my top 3.
Okay. We'll put it on a short list for the top 3. All right. Anything else going on a short list for our 3 nominations?
Survivor.
It's the only thing it's good at.
Does that mean it's the best at it?
No, it's good.
I don't know. That's a tough one because 2 more
Especially with
you
2D.
and 2 other people have played it, and you I think were the only one to enjoy it.
I got lost so easily, so I really couldn't understand the atmosphere.
What
It
if
was
it's
scary though.
In a 2D with 2D art, it's incredible how tense that game is. And
Okay.
atmospheric.
All right.
I could.
We'll throw it. We'll see where we go.
How do you feel about Hotline Miami, Brock?
I want it.
I want it.
I want it on.
What is it?
I want it on. Hotline Miami. I want it on the list.
What is that?
Awesome. You watched it.
Why are you looking at me for that?
It's really hard to explain. We'll explain.
I've never heard of it.
Hotline Miami is another PC game that apparently you haven't heard of.
PC game. See, there you go.
It is something else.
That is a great.
It's brutal.
It is brutal.
Messy.
It is messy. It is sickening.
Grungy.
It is sickening. I will say that. I used that word last time we were talking about this. Yeah. Okay. The Hotline Miami is great atmospherically. This is why. The music, driving, pulsing, constant. The gameplay in that game is essentially you directing a character around a floor of a building, murdering
Top down.
everyone in sight, top down, with your bare hands, melee weapons, guns, everything. It is messy. The art is dirty, grungy, nasty. There's blood everywhere. It's constant pulsing, pounding music, art that just looks nasty and fits the tone of what you're doing, constant fast gameplay that just lends you to getting into it. You focus on nothing but it and the music and the sound and what you're seeing. You constantly replay, restart, die, restart, die, restart. It is all about the feel of going through the motions of that game, working, improving, and then finding out what it takes to get through, kill all these guys, move to the next floor, kill all those guys, move to the next floor, kill all those guys, and escape. It's super.
Wanna go play right now.
It's yeah.
You
I mean,
didn't
it's in between every mission, you get scenes. Your character in their apartment. They go. They answer a phone. They get some weird, really inconsequential call telling you where to go. Hey, go. You know, they'll say use some euphemism for go take care of this. Yeah, go take care of business. Make sure this is cleaned up quickly and cleanly. All this stuff, like so that you leave. The music during those parts, like I mean, the camera kind of moves and twists, and the music is disgusting almost in a way. It's like I sometimes feel physically nauseous looking at those. It's just imagining what this character's going through and just the sound and the way it looks. And that game plays great, but that game feels like nothing else.
Again, really incredible what they pull off with a 2D game.
And the actual sound effects and stuff are awesome.
He heads against walls.
Yep. That's all on my end.
Who else is fighting for stuff?
Walking Dead.
Paint us a picture.
A cell shaded picture.
Man, that game is just nothing but feelings and intenseness. I mean, just the choice, the way it feels like the world's reacting to what you're doing. Even though in the grand scheme of things, in the whole narrative, your choices end up not mattering that much, but the way it makes you feel like it does, like your choices are really mattering and impacting all these characters. I don't know, I just haven't felt that tense.
There's such a sense of
From a game like that.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's responsibility. Okay.
It's
Hold on to it. Anyone gonna fight for Journey?
I was thinking about trying, but I don't think I can get it. I don't think it's as high up there as some of this other stuff.
Anyone gonna fight? I guess I'll fold Max Payne 3. Zach, I know you played it. What do you think?
It did well on presentation, but atmosphere, I would think
Okay.
it's just another third-person shooter. But presentation-wise, I think it did the best out of the year.
Okay.
Brock gonna fight for City Dogs.
No, probably not over a couple of these others.
Alan Wake, I'm guessing it's Dave, but Alan Wake in general is pretty excellent at atmosphere, so I think I was gonna stay for one. So you got the Walking Dead, Witcher 2. You wanna keep Witcher 2, Zach? Is it top 3?
I wouldn't say top 3. Now looking it up this list.
Okay. And Unfinished Swan. You guys think?
I don't know.
Zach,
That's
there.
what I call.
I don't know. From what I've had.
Is it worth arguing about?
No.
It's not in my top 3.
Okay. Zombie U.
I think a good argument. Again, another game I wasn't as fond of, but its atmosphere was very strong. I think it's got to stay for me. What are we at, 6?
That's 6. So for those listening
I
at
was
home,
surprised that was
our
up
short list of
earlier.
6 candidates for nominees, 6 candidates for Best Atmosphere: I'm Alive, Lone Survivor, Hotline Miami, The Walking Dead, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and Zombie U.
What's the scalpel?
My top 3 is probably I'm Alive, Hotline Miami, and The Walking Dead.
I'm Alive, Hotline Miami, Lone Survivor. Lone Survivor at the top of it. Lone Survivor, I'm Alive, Hotline.
Who here has played Lone Survivor?
Zero.
I was first.
It was like a half an hour before I died.
Do you agree with what Alex is saying?
It's good for 2D, yes. I don't know. I got frustrated because I couldn't figure out the map most likely, but that still did not take away from the fact that I was scared for the crap when I heard that music pounding and that like a kind of like a devilish screech, and I had no idea where it was coming from until you see this little blob of gray coming at you.
The Lone Survivor guy also did some music in Hotline Miami.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Though I think it's better than I Am Alive and
Yeah, he hasn't seen that.
never
Oh, I
seen
know.
Alive.
I was hoping I painted a good enough picture.
You did a good job.
We'll show you after this.
Is it better than I Am Alive? No.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different. It's
Okay,
they're
Dave
too,
has
way
some
too
time.
different.
It's a different atmosphere. Yeah. I did get some time with it.
What do you think?
It definitely sucks you in.
Okay.
I'm
Should we keep it around for a while?
See, I don't know. Personally, with me, like the 3 I would go for, American Nightmare,
Okay.
I'm Alive.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, Hotline Miami would be number 3.
Okay.
Looking over those.
All right, it sounds like we can lock I'm Alive in top 3.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
What do you think? So-
Yeah, I'd put that.
Okay. I'm Alive. Moving on to the final 3.
You scratch Zombie U then?
Yeah.
What do you think, Jared?
I'm about to say Zombie U has that place, but I think I Am Alive does it better because of the whole
Okay.
cannot come back to life. You cannot start back with a checkpoint.
I think I was only nominated Zombie U and I could even argue against it.
Well, I was gonna nominate Zombie, but you put it.
Oh, okay, yeah. They repeat a lot of environments. A lot of the sewers are, I guess, by nature,
Like-
very similar looking.
Like there was only certain places where I felt like the super intensity of being killed, and that was the nursery. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the kid song playing in the background, then you
Okay.
have recordings.
All right, so we're cut zombie.
Zombie
Yeah.
is cut.
I don't think Walking Dead's for this category.
I don't either.
I don't know. It's
It's
trying to
just,
think
it's a
about
different,
something
it's a
too.
different feeling you get from it though.
I don't like. I mean,
You get a feel for the characters, but
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
more
think
about
around the
characters
world.
and everything else. Yeah.
Oh, you get a
yeah,
sense of it.
I mean, it's
like,
even, they even start to say that as the game progresses. It's like they start to realize that the most dangerous thing out there is not. I mean, it's not the zombies. It's the people, and it's more tense because of the situations you're in, because of the characters and the relationships, than it is always the zombies. So I guess I can see that.
I don't know, I just never felt too much playing the game. Like after a big event happens, just walking around, talking to everybody.
It sounds like more
is
like you're
that-
feeling emotion than
That's.
I would
I
say it's
thought-
very
I would argue that's
emotional.
more because of like the character drama and the tension and the stuff you're feeling because of what's going on with the characters, rather than it is atmosphere.
in setting. Like that could happen anywhere, not just Atlanta or where Macon and Savannah.
Yeah, that's
I
more.
was,
That's
I was
that's-
planning on trying to push for The Walking Dead. But
I think that's more story and writing.
Yeah, totally.
and music. Music plays a huge part in that game.
Yeah, I can't any of the music.
Really?
It's not-
I'm always
Play
just way
play
too
episode
focused on-
5 again, where Clementine and it's just you and Clementine. That is like the best music for
Rob was
that
talking
right
about
there.
how they use of silence.
The episode 5
Sure.
is brilliant because of its sound design, not because they chose to include music, but because they so often didn't.
Yeah.
And that's what made some of those situations so intense, because it is like.
Especially
Yeah.
after the whole street. And you walk into the
Yes.
hotel. No.
Yeah. Oh.
So creepy.
Well, it's nothing, and then the street, walking in, and then nothing again. It's just, it amps up for that one moment, and then you go through, and then you're back, and then.
I forgot
Dead
about the street
silence.
scene. I actually
Dead
remember the
silence.
music a lot on the streets.
It was
Where
really
you're walking through, like it's like almost like
It
western,
probably
like.
swelled, but I didn't.
It's,
I
I
didn't-
don't think.
No, it's dramatic, like
I'm too
west,
sucked
like.
in.
It was more, I thought it was heavier, actually. I mean, it's like.
Yeah, you're like a rock star badass, just waiting, waiting
Yeah.
through the sea.
So, yeah.
It's like Devil May Cry.
Sympathetic. But I don't think
They were really the best
Walking Dead's
thing.
for this category.
Okay,
I
let's
agree
let's
now.
at least
No.
figure out, we've talked a lot about Lone Survivor and Hotline Miami. How do The Walking Dead and American Nightmare compare?
I have one Survivor on Miami, so.
See,
I know,
See,
but I mean, like, it seems like those are two directions we could go. The Walking Dead is like our possible fourth. We haven't talked at all about American Nightmare in comparison, so how does it compare to the other three?
like I played all of Alan Wake that whole week. Like I played the first game of Alan Wake, then I came for the game of the year, then I played the 2 DLC back to back. And the same night I also played American Nightmare.
Yep.
That same night also in
Alan
one
Wake.
sitting. And from all the Alan Wakes, it was a completely different atmosphere.
Not as good as.
It was a lot less scary. It was more action packed. It
There
felt
was
like.
light.
Yeah, there was light. It was a lot more brighter atmosphere, but there were still some intense moments. There were some dark moments with the shadows. It was.
I kept talking while I was playing The Darkness 2 about how I felt like I was playing as the bad guy in Alan Wake.
Oh, yeah.
Because light is constantly used against you as a weapon in The Darkness 2. So I felt that pretty interesting. I don't know.
This guy's flashlight's terrible.
I don't know.
Yep.
It kept on getting scarier and
There's a
scarier though every
picture
time you
scene.
rewind.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's when
Honestly,
it turned.
like the
good.
third
It's,
time.
it's definitely good.
Playing out
I would
normal.
say
Like, you
over
just
Walking
get blinded, and
But
yeah.
I've already made my.
Oh, that's
Dave, you're the one who played too.
Well, Broccoli.
I played it. I've played it.
Oh, you played it also?
Yeah,
Okay.
4 of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I played it through like 2 days before you did.
He's our test case to playing it without having played it first.
because I played it for 2 hours
Oh, yeah, you did play some.
as Game of the Year 2 years previous. Then you came to come to our Sega, so I couldn't finish.
I was totally Alan Wake out after that.
I mean, just from what I remember about Alan Wake, like, it was a much scarier, much more unique feeling atmosphere in the original Alan Wake than it really was in American Nightmare. I really like American Nightmare, and but I feel like its atmosphere lends itself more to being a tense action game than being a survival game, like Alan Wake is. Again, I really liked it. I don't think it's. I would probably have Alan Wake at the bottom of this 5.
That's it.
It's not by a bunch, but.
Well, I guess we'll get rid of it then.
Okay. Seems pretty.
I would say it's good. I think it's above Walking Dead, but I don't think it's top 3.
And I think at this point the argument is between Lone Survivor and The Walking Dead. It's not, great from the way
I would
you
go
guys
with
are
Miami.
talking about it.
I would go with
Well,
Miami.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everyone's
Like,
going for
I think
Miami.
we're locking Hotline Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the debate is which one to take between Lone Survivor and Walking Dead. And it sounds like to me the way you guys are talking, it's probably Lone Survivor.
Totally agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
All right. So our top 3.
Because
Lone Survivor.
I have no idea what Lone Survivor is.
It's not about
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah.
it's the interaction.
Should I?
Because I'm like, I'm gonna find a game Zach
Yeah,
doesn't like.
it's an 8-bit game.
Oh, was that an 8-bit game?
16.
16-bit?
The
Oh.
release, yeah.
It's really scary.
Was it the one with the face mask guy? Not face mask, but he wears like
That's
a
how
cloth
It's
around.
not on Miami.
That's all.
No, not the mask, but just like a little cloth boat. Like
Yes, he wears
Oh.
a
Yeah.
medical mask.
medical mask. That's it. Yeah, I played that for what was it, a couple hours. That was pretty good. I enjoyed
Good
it.
atmosphere.
I would say so.
Okay. All right. That's what we needed. All right.
Good.
Top 3.
Going
I'm
forward.
Alive, Lone Survivor, Hotline Miami. What's the word?
I am alive.
Lone Survivor's not good.
Hotline Miami.
It's a tough call between the other two for me.
I'm alive.
I would say I'm alive, just because Derek was always cursing at the TV at every possible moment. He was always being scared continuously.
This is, I don't know, this is weird, but this is where it's at. I'm out with these two. Lone Survivor's my favorite, but that's not going to win here. So as far as the other two, when I think of these two, I Am Alive is, because it's more black and white, I think of it as almost kind of dull,
Yeah.
even though it is super atmospheric. Hotline Miami is like dripping with atmosphere and stuff coming out of it,
Yeah.
oozing.
A lot of color.
It really sucks you. I think I would go with Hotline.
Hmm.
It's tough.
I do.
Again, we'll show you Hotline Miami after this. I think you'll understand what we're talking about.
What do you think, Dave? I'm live on
I think I'm still gonna have to go I'm Alive just because of the fact that, I mean, you're so on edge. You're so on edge the entire game. You're fighting, you're worried about the environment, you're worried about other people. You're lucky to have one bullet.
Worried about your
Oh, man,
stamina.
stockpile, man.
It's, yeah.
All right, let's go around the table
It all
and see what
combines
everybody.
and just makes for a really intense.
Okay. Dave's for I'm Alive. Zach is for.
I am alive.
I am alive.
I'll go for Hotline Miami.
Hotline.
Really?
So
Oh,
3
you're
by
3 and
3
3?
split. I can't come up with another.
We need one more
Okay,
friend.
we have Hotline Miami previously, so
I know.
I can't do that again.
I almost feel like I have to switch my vote
I almost
because
did too.
I'm the only other person who's played it, and it's
We need one more friend.
really
No,
solid.
it makes it better.
Okay.
I totally agree with what you're saying in I'm Alive. Like, it
Yeah.
has great atmosphere and it's really good.
It's different because I'll let you finish.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I'm Alive
You're
has
saving me.
I'm Alive has such consequence for actions. Like your stamina bar, your permanent stamina bar can be depleted and go down over time, and you only have so many retries. So that tension is just crazy, and you are on the edge of your seat, like you said. Hotline Miami has no consequence for that. You restart like over and over and over. So I don't know which one draws me in more. It's both on a game mechanical level. It's a tough call. I mean, I would say in its nature, third-person game or 3D games are going to be more immersive in general, but multiplayer is fun. I'm serious.
If I'm
It's
arguing
tough.
between Hotline and I Am Alive, like Hotline Miami succeeds in its atmosphere because of like I don't know, like the tension you feel in I Am Alive is because of very set gameplay mechanics, and I feel like atmosphere is our one chance to honor the sum of the package that isn't gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where Hotline Miami wins it. It's like it's not tense or its atmosphere isn't unique because of exactly what you're doing in the game. It's I'm Alive is more tense because I only have 2 retries left, or oh my goodness, my stamina bar is only half what it used to be. I hope I can get up this ledge. I mean, I think it has good atmosphere too, but I think in a pure atmosphere discussion, I would go Hotline.
That's a good point.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm a city block.
All right, I'll swing it.
Alright. So then is everybody okay with Hotline Miami winning?
Yes.
I'll swing
Yeah.
it just because
It's now
Yeah.
four.
These
It's
two
now
guys
4
have
to
to-
2. Essentially, I'm asking you guys. If
Yes.
it's- Okay.
these two,
Absolutely.
these two guys haven't seen it. That's the only reason I feel
I've
like
seen it. I've seen
Derek's
it.
the only one.
I listen to
Okay.
the music. Music's great. Gameplay wise, it seems frustrating. Seen Brock freak out a couple times.
That one level that I'm stuck on is just really, really rough.
Which one?
Stage 9.
Stage 9. It's the I don't know, like it's the one where you get swarmed by the police.
Oh,
when you're on the second level.
The Popo.
It is brutal to get out of that, and I was really frustrated actually because the game kind of broke because it re-checkpointed me at one point where like I literally spawned next to two cops. Like I spawned dead,
Whoa.
spawned dead, spawned dead, spawned dead, spawned dead. I couldn't even move. Yeah, so it kind of broke on a gameplay perspective there.
Moving on.
Moving on from Best Atmosphere to Most Funny / Ridiculous. This is yet another category where we have 15 nominations.
Yeah.
Those 15 nominees are Never Dead, Binary Domain, Virtue's Last Reward, Officer's Wrath, Lollipop Chainsaw, Kid Icarus Uprising, World Gone Sour, Frog Fractions, Tokyo Jungle, Adventure Time, Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage, McPixel, Hotline Miami, Fez, Quantum Conundrum, and Liberation Maiden.
I don't think I've ever heard of Liberation Maiden.
I just downloaded.
Literally just premise for Liberation
All
Maiden.
right, and then we can promptly cut it probably.
Yep.
The idea behind Liberation Maiden is there is a new Japan, and the first president has been assassinated, and an emergency vote elected the former president's high school daughter. And now, with her duties as president of New Japan, she has to enter a mech and fight off the invading forces.
Yep.
And it's a Suda game, so you know where that
Yeah, Grasshopper.
Grasshopper Manufacturer. Suda's coming. Suda 51.
Yeah, I mean,
No More Heroes.
this whole category
Oh.
was
Shouts
made
to Dan.
for
Oh,
New
Lollipop
Japan.
Chainsaw.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, this whole category I think was really inspired by No More Heroes. So
Yeah.
it symbolizes funny and
Is
ridiculous
this
in
a
such
PC
beautiful
game?
way.
No.
3DS eShop download.
Whoa.
$8.
Yes,
I
yes.
sold that 3DS.
I know.
I'm contractually obligated to bring it up once per podcast.
Sounds good.
Every single time I feel
All
bad about
right.
it.
So, are we cutting Liberation Maiden then?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Liberation Maiden, awesome premise. We should cut McPixel.
It's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny.
And pretty ridiculous.
It is pretty ridiculous. Maybe we shouldn't cut McPixel.
Maybe we shouldn't.
We should cut Never Dead because none of us.
None of us played it. It's all on premise. Yeah. I'm okay
No
with
one
this.
played it?
No
Terrible
one played
game.
it. They got horribly panned by critics.
What's funny and ridiculous by Binary Domain?
Oh, you don't have you.
Oh wow.
The-
Yeah.
I
The
beat
end-
it.
the ending of that
I-
game is
The end of the
ridiculous.
game.
I beat it.
Yeah, the end of the game when you.
Is that solely the purpose of?
It's pretty funny throughout as
Yeah.
well.
Love you, dude. You're creeping me out.
But the end of that game
Alright.
is like just
It's
crazy.
ridiculous. It may not be as funny, but it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
okay, it's ridiculous.
That's why it's funny / ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially with the French dude.
Plus
Okay.
one. Sorry.
Yeah. Why does robot need an accent?
I don't,
In a different-
I don't know.
It's a French robot speaking English with a French accent. Why? How does that make sense? It's ridiculous.
DLR.
It again, purely working on the ridiculous stuff.
It's
There are some
got-
funny parts. There are definitely some funnier parts after you have finished the game and you realize, oh, that line of dialogue is so much funnier
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yep.
Oh man, I don't know where to start cutting here.
now.
Frog fractions.
Nope.
Winner.
Staying.
Is it winner?
Yeah, probably.
Why, okay, why is it so ridiculous?
I
or funny?
can't-
Let's cross that later.
We'll cross that bridge when we
Let's
get
get
there.
that later.
Alright.
I guess Fez, because I don't know. I just know it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we should get rid of it.
Okay.
It's ridiculously deep.
I guess the next one
Yeah.
would be Quantum Conundrum. It is pretty funny at times.
It is. His freeze ray is called Freezy Ray Vaughn.
Freezy
Come on! He has a digging machine called Every Day I'm Shoveling.
Every day.
And you could only use it once because it.
It did so good at its job that it immediately dug straight down and he couldn't do that.
Yes.
John Delancey does such a good job narrating that character being the Gladys of Quantum Conundrum that it's really funny. It's very funny at times.
Top 3?
No. Probably not. Okay. That's sad. You kind of made me realize that when you asked. Like, that reaction's like,
Top
no. I was
three.
like, oh. I just made a good case for myself in my head.
That sounds hilarious.
It's got some really great lines. Unfortunately, yeah, it's kind of the same as Portal. It had really awesome writing when you heard it.
I think Portal's a lot.
It is more funny, and it's just, it was more unique. In
Portal
like,
2. Portal
It's
2.
it's impossible to play Quantum Conundrum and not compare it to Portal.
Yeah.
Portal 2 is better in that respect, but Quantum Conundrum more directly compares to Portal 1.
Okay. Hotline.
Yeah, how does that fit?
It's ridiculous.
The story doesn't make any sense.
What
There's
story?
nothing funny about it, though.
It's not. There's nothing
There is
funny
nothing
about
funny
Hotline
about
Miami.
yeah.
But there is a lot that is ridiculous about Hotline Miami. I don't know. I could see cutting it.
Does it have to be?
Those are the kind of ridiculous that you just want to laugh at?
No.
Like ridiculous?
No,
like
it's ridiculous, appalling, not ridiculous. haha. But this is the only category where you can nominate ridiculous, appalling, so that's why it's there.
I guess I'm up with
I guess the spirit of the category is always the more
it.
haha.
Yeah.
What about
haha or what? Yeah, that doesn't quite apply. It's gone.
what about Adventure Time? Like, I know the first song and the credit song is hilarious, but is there any other part where it's pretty ridiculous?
Just the regular dialogue is pretty funny, but it does capture the spirit of the show well. I'm totally okay with that.
It's not top 3, I don't think.
No, not right.
Alright, so we can cut Adventure Time. That's okay.
No, we're just Tokyo Jungle fit the funny ridiculous.
It
It's
is
ridiculous.
Here's the story. You have to be a Pomeranian, a toy dog, and you have to be like the king of the jungle, which is Tokyo. That's the main storyline.
That is a really succinct explanation.
How I first described Tokyo Jungle to Zach is there's every game I've ever played, and then there's Tokyo Jungle.
Yes.
It is. I mean, that's almost more original and innovative than funny ridiculous, but it goes. I think it goes equal.
Yeah.
He's a top 3. It's in my top 6 because I added it here and didn't actually cut it out in 5th. But fine, I cut Kid Icarus out on this too. And now it's in my top 5.
So, then?
Well, let's play Kid Icarus. So we all right then?
A little bit.
I'm all right with it.
It's funny.
It is
Yeah.
funny. But it's
It does get real ridiculous about
Okay.
halfway through,
okay.
and it does stay consistently funny, which is pretty impressive.
Given how much dialogue there is.
Yeah, but
Okay.
there are more
Yeah, it's not gonna
ridiculous
be
games
top.
here.
Okay.
But with Kid Icarus, I think it's time to get removed. So.
Yes, I agree.
Mhm.
I think Bernard sketch was
Yeah, let's do that now, I guess.
Bernard didn't.
We have 6 left. VLR, Osura, Lollipop, World Gun Sour, Frog Fractions, and Tokyo Jungle. Reminder, World Gun Sour won at half year.
Did it?
Yes, it won. This
As it
category.
should. One thing for sure.
Was it because of the music video?
That's
part of
that
it.
plays into it. But you're playing as
Yeah.
a Sour Patch Kid.
Yes, you are.
And you're being narrated by Creep Rat. From
World Gone Sour is so
Yeah.
ridiculous.
David Creep and the Raps and the credits on
And then some of the stuff that gets said is pretty funny.
there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. Really fun.
It's also ridiculously better than it should be.
Yes. For sure.
Can I cross this bridge now?
What's that?
Frog Fractions.
Yeah.
Dave, start us off.
What is this
actually,
game?
how much of this do we want to spoil?
Not much.
Not much.
Not much.
Frog Fractions makes no sense.
I would rather have Frog Fractions not be put in the top 3 simply so they can play it and understand it for themselves.
What is this game? Is it
Frog
like a
Fractions is
popper?
the absolute best fractions educational game I've ever played.
It makes no sense.
I learned so much about fractions.
Is this a joke? You're smiling while you're
Probably
It is the best game I have played in which
He's not
fractions
wrong.
are a concept.
He's not wrong, but Frog Fractions makes no sense. He's not wrong, but he's not right, yeah.
Oh, I think the way I've worded it, I'm completely right. It is the best game I've played that involves fractions as a core concept.
You're better than Math Blasters.
Yep.
Oh, I love my.
I personally been preferring scientific notation.
Scientific notation beats the crap out of fractions. Let's be serious here. Frog Fractions takes a number of unexpected twists.
It's at least a top 3 game.
First of all, what
It has to
platform
be.
is this game on?
PC.
Flash.
It's a flash
Is
game.
it Flash?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
flash game.
Okay, Flash.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Not even.
Nope.
Not even.
It is,
Yeah.
and you know what our policy is on stuff
No
like that.
PC games. This
No,
is
we
ridiculous.
not make PC. We not have PC.
Hotline Miami's
Oh, no, no,
Hotline
I mean like
Miami is a
several
PC
years
game.
back. Oh, this is
How far
totally
how far
evolved.
we've come.
I know.
They're getting there.
We're
Oh my
getting
goodness.
there. Notice I'm not PC bashing this time. I was like, I'm gonna be nicer. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
There's a
this.
significant less amount of PC bashing.
Isaiah has to talk about Diablo 3.
No, I made a promise to myself, and even though Isaiah wasn't there, to Isaiah to not bash Diablo 3.
I can't make that promise.
Yeah, I can.
He chose to.
I did.
No, I said I can't make that promise.
Oh, well, now that you play Torchlight 2, you realize.
Oh, yeah. Closed out of the water.
This goes with our best boss fights argument. Man, Ostrich Rash should have been crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It should have been more ridiculous.
It
It's
felt
pretty
like
ridiculous.
The
You fight.
end of that game is really ridiculous. The beginning of that game
Oh,
is really
demo
ridiculous.
Fights that fight
The
are really
mid-
ridiculous.
That's the beginning of the game.
The demo?
Yeah.
Yeah, the demo actually shows
Oh, where
the
you
two most
sword
ridiculous
fight?
things the entire
Oh,
game.
really?
That's the other than the very, 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 very end.
Oh,
the
that's
non-DLC,
disappointing.
very, very end. That is as ridiculous as it gets. I know.
You get
That's a
it.
shame. That's
For the
sad.
sword through
Exactly.
the entire
Yeah.
planet.
So you get pushed through
But that
the
is
planet.
as far as it goes in terms of ridiculous
That's
until the very, very end.
Huh.
Yeah.
And you fight off a huge fleet with just throwing your fist.
As they shatter against it.
That's right.
One by one.
So cool.
When you try to describe what's going on in Oswald's Wrath, it definitely sounds like the most ridiculous thing, but when you're actually experiencing it, it strangely doesn't feel out of place.
Like, I get, like, that very last fight, when Vlitra, like, 8 Vlitra arms are coming out of a giant crater the size of North America. You know, coming out of the planet like that. Like, it was like, okay, let's do this. My mom walks in. She's like, what is going on? And I was like, oh yeah, this probably makes no sense to anyone who comes in and watch it. But it's like, yeah, let's do it.
fighting
Let's
the
beat the
planet.
crap out of this
I
thing.
understand.
I'm fighting the planet. And you know, okay, it's like, whatever, let's go. But yeah, having to consider it out of context and just talk about it makes it seem more ridiculous than it actually
It's weird.
is. Yeah.
Strange how that works out.
Yeah. But I feel like it should have taken a few steps further, especially in the middle of the game, because it's just not, it doesn't hold up in terms of criticism.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I can agree with
it
that.
out,
It's
yeah.
more like internal turmoil from.
Okay, let's, yeah, okay, never mind, nope, resent.
Recent.
Okay,
Oh, we got rid of this.
yeah. VLR, Lollipop, World Gone Sour, Frog Fractions, Tokyo Jungle.
It's a good set of 5 for this. Alright, moving on.
Yeah. Done. Happy fun time.
VLR? Seems like the tone of that
I'm
is so
telling you.
serious.
I'm
though,
telling you,
right?
again, it's not the funny that it.
It's
like,
not.
Funny
It's
is
not
not
funny.
why
It's ridiculous.
There are some funny lines, but it is not a funny game. It is a ridiculous game.
It's like a palm to the face
Yes.
moment.
As much as I am a proponent for Tokyo Jungle, I think it's got to be VLR World on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Derek is not.
Derek is not happy.
Derek is the lollipop person.
I know it's a zombie
Lollipop.
hunter girl.
I love showing people that game. I loved it because everyone's like, "Are you freaking serious?" Yes, you're a cheerleader cutting heads off zombies. What's that head on your? That's your boyfriend. What? Nick? Yes.
I had to. Were you around when I had to? try
It's
to
Juliet.
name
It's
the character?
Juliet.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
Juliet. I'm sorry.
Starling.
Juliet Starling. What's her sister's name?
Which
Oh,
one?
okay, that was
Her older sister.
Jesus. So she got 2 sisters.
I'm gonna make him choose older sister.
Oh no!
Cordelia.
How the heck do you remember
You just
these?
played it.
I pay attention.
Oh, you just played it. Okay. Like I don't know. Oh man, I can't remember.
You can remember Game of the Half period.
I know. I played like all day of it too.
Alright. Are we going to do those 3?
That would be my choice.
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
All
do
for
too.
cutting on like
VLR.
and Tokyo Jungle.
World Gone Sour Frog Fractions.
Take it on faith. Frog Fractions is one of the most ridiculous / funny.
Please.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to
Please.
And
I'm
then
gonna-
also beat VLR.
I know. I'm just thinking VLR. Is it really that big of a palm movement?
I
No,
actually hit
no,
my.
it's not that big of a palm moment. It's that big of a 20 face palm moments.
Yeah,
It's
I-
like, wow.
I literally
and you do
facepalm
that
myself.
7 times in a row. And that's only at the end. There are 9 different endings. Each of them usually has a, oh my goodness, like that's nuts, like revelatory kind of moment. Seriously.
I still think our anecdote with one, should I share that with when we were first talking about after we finished it and we forgot something? Something, we could say the nature of...
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll trust you to word that better.
Okay. Once Brock finished Virtue's Last Reward, this is to show how ridiculous the game is. We were talking about like all of it because it is a mess at the end of that game. It is just an info dump after it's just mind blowing after mind. Like it is crazy. So much so, there is something to do in the game that revolves around cloning, and we didn't even talk about that at all because there were so many other things that were just like mind-blowing moments that we didn't even talk about. Oh yeah, and there was this thing behind that has involved cloning. Yeah, we didn't even cross
It wasn't important.
it was just there's so many.
The fact that a character has essentially an army of clones.
Yep.
Not even worth mentioning in comparison to some of the other stuff in that game.
I will be so confused playing that game.
I will.
Oh man.
Yes.
Anyway, you should, yeah.
All
Get
right.
pumped.
It's so worth it.
All right.
So yeah, that's why VLR is there.
Take your words. What's that take word on all?
VLR, World Gone
Yeah.
Sour, Frog Fractions.
Yes.
That's 3.
Okay, that's our 3.
Lollipops.
Frog Fractions.
Frog fraction.
Frog Fractions.
I don't feel bad.
I know.
At least 3 of us have beat it.
Yeah.
How many of us have beat VLR? 3? 3.5?
3.5.
How crazy it got for you, Dave? 'Cause I think it's like the last 10 hours that really set ramping up.
It's alright. I mean, nothing terribly
Yeah, that's kind
fantastic.
of how 999 was too.
Yep.
You start, then
And it's-
like, all the reveals start happening, and it's just like,
And the beginning of VLR is less crazy simply because you have that 999 background.
Yep.
It's like,
Oh,
it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. And well, if you're playing that game for, without any context, it's gonna be like, what?
Yep.
I need to.
good
brush
game.
up on 999 knowledge.
That's what we said.
That's a good idea. Both of us didn't do it, but it's a good idea.
They do a decent job of recapping something.
Just make absolutely sure it's not in a place where you can get VLR spoiled.
That's true.
If you look it up,
I think
make
Wikipedia
sure.
would be a safe. Like if you go on Wikipedia's actual page.
Okay. Yeah, that's a chance I wasn't willing to take personally. It's not that huge a deal, but yeah.
Are there any crossed characters?
No comment.
Yeah, no comment.
Sorry, see it. That's good.
Are we comfortable with this?
Fractions.
Alright, I'm going to take a.
Do you agree, Dave, that Frog Fractions is the most ridiculous game you played this year?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
Because
give
it
you
makes
that.
no sense.
Somewhat reluctant, yes, but it's still yes.
Because I'm trying to
Remember.
classify it as
Remember,
a game.
kids, if she says yes, what she really means is yes.
I'm trying to classify it as a game because it's just so much random shit,
Awesome. Yes.
for lack of better word.
All right.
Make sure your guys' sponsor.
Yeah, it's something.
That's 2 categories for
That's true.
now. All right. So we're going to come back and let's see. Now we're ready for.
I haven't
But
touched
it
it. I
was
have no
unique.
desire to
I
touch
really,
it.
really hope Morgan.
Like it.
I tried. We were sharing our hatred.
Biggest disappointment of 2012. Oh goodness. Okay.
Are you angry?
That's a giant rain cloud. Warms over the table.
Yeah.
This is another personal category, so we're going to start. I'll probably have just about the least to say, so I'll go ahead and actually start. There was, there have probably been a few games that disappointed me over the year, but no game has disappointed me as much as Borderlands 2.
Oh.
Easily the biggest disappointment of this entire year. Yeah, that game is a shadow of Borderlands 1 in terms of how fun it is to play by yourself. And seeing as I don't have people to play with, I have to play by myself. And I've discussed earlier, usually I think it was part 1 of this podcast, that yeah, single player is broken, multiplayer is good, and if you can't play multiplayer, that game ain't worth God. It's garbage. It's terrible. Absolutely worthless. Biggest disappointment, and I'm considering selling it back. So there's that. Yeah, waste of time. Go ahead. Anybody?
All right. My biggest disappointments this year, I'm going to start off with Steel Battalion. It was promised to be such a cool game, such a new innovation to the gaming community with its pull-down visors, you're standing up, looking with binoculars and stuff like that. But when it came out, it didn't work as well as it should. It worked, but not as well as it should, and because of that, it suffered greatly. Another big disappointment was for the PlayStation Vita. Finally got a Black Ops game, Call of Duty, for the Vita.
Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified.
Yes, and that was the biggest disappointment of my year because yes, because the story mode was not a story mode; it was just mini missions, and then also for the multiplayer, you always lagged out, changed host, everything, so you never finished a match, and also the AI was complete retards, so very broken game.
Yeah. Metacritic rating of 34 last time I checked.
Impressive.
It is impressive.
How bad that is.
Yeah, probably the worst game I played this year.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Will it be the worst ever? Next time on.
Next time.
Oh, yeah.
It's Phil.
Who's next?
Terry.
Oh, you want me to go? All right. I have 2. Zacharias already said 1, and that was Steel Battalion. The hybrid controls could have been awesome. I was super stoked for a cool mech game to play. But the biggest one so far this new quarter was Resident Evil 6. I play Resident Evil games, and when I play them till I have everything. Everything's unlocked. And this game, I could not play through a second time. I couldn't even get through a person's story arc twice. It was that bad. It was not linear. It felt like you were playing in a box the whole time. Each mission was 2 hours long. Oh my goodness, it just sucked all the fun of it. The only redeeming quality was the multiplayer online, where you can become an enemy. I forget what it's called. What's it called? No, I forget. now.
Hunter mode?
Like, I feel like it was something different.
I don't know. It's something hunting mode. I can't remember. Agent hunt? Agent? I don't know.
Oh, that's even closer.
Whatever. That's the best part. You can play as a zombie dog and just completely wreck someone's game up so
yeah,
bad.
Made
They're
that
going
so much harder if you
Yeah.
play connected.
It's complete troll mode. Some guy's going on hard. You can be a dog and just run at them. It's just sprint. You die. You can choose another dog right off the bat, and there's constant dogs, and this guy cannot get 10 feet up on a hill. It's that
There's
bad.
only a couple of dogs in level, but you can just keep spawning as a dog.
As fast as possible. It's pretty horrible.
That sounds
It is awful. Why you would play online with that, I have no idea, but it's fun as no other. But back to the story, just probably worth a playthrough at least once if you're a huge fan of the Resident Evil 6 series. I mean Resident Evil series, just to see where the storyline is going. Even the bosses were just gosh awful. Chris, you fight a big, huge, giant fly at the end of it.
That was Lee.
That's what I meant. What did I say?
Chris.
Oh, is it Chris?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Leon Kennedy. Sorry, you fight a giant fly for like an hour. It's horrible.
That was a rough fight.
It's ridiculous. You
Yes.
kill it, it comes back. You kill it again,
Just figure
it
out
comes back.
something special.
It's horrible. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it because I can go on forever with this.
That's so bad.
What disappointed you this year?
Biggest disappointment is actually kind of a tough category for me because I generally enjoyed everything that I expected to enjoy.
Happiness and darkness.
Right? So, in that aspect, the biggest disappointment for me was actually Black Ops 2.
Which you haven't played.
Now, I have not played the campaign, but I have played multiplayer, because my brother has it. So I have played the multiplayer, and it handles exactly like the multiplayer in Black Ops 1, which I am not a fan of. So it was a very non-disappointing year for me, if that was my biggest complaint, I gotta say.
If only I could share that sentiment.
Yeah.
Because I think this year's had more disappointments than maybe any other year I've ever had.
Then again, I didn't get my hopes up too high for anything particular this year, either.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you should have played Resident Evil.
yeah, I'm glad I didn't, actually.
Oh my god.
No, you shouldn't have. What am I saying?
I'm glad I didn't.
So that's
Yeah, it was a pretty decent year, as far as I'm concerned.
I'll go ahead and go next. I got 5 games listed here, but I also want to talk about 2 non-specific game things. I saw a entertaining webcomic with a attractive female at a bar, and there was a cartoonized PlayStation Vita next to it. And the Vita says to the girl this really corny pickup line, and then the girl just walks away and it says, "PS Vita, got no game." So, where are the Vita games? There aren't even, like,
They're
there's like one announced for next year.
Maybe.
That's the thing.
There's like
They
none
probably
announced
aren't
right
coming.
now for next year, which is just awful. They should have something, like where's the Metal Gear, where's the God of War, where's anything? And there just isn't anything. And if there is, it's going to come out on PS3 as well, and that's they've been killing themselves. So that's just. I was also pretty disappointed with the Wii U launch lineup. I've been saying it's great if you don't have a PS3 or 360, because there's all those old games in there like Arkham City. But rather than that, I mean, I wanted to see Lego City Stories or Rayman or a special Pikmin 3, but none of that. So that ended up being kind of a
It's
disappointment.
okay. We're still in the launch window. And the thing about there's 56 games announced and coming out in the launch window. And that's what's important.
Oh, the
That's
next 2
60
months.
long.
Yeah.
The
Launch window.
5-month launch window.
I had my Black Ops 2 for the Wii U, so I had some fun. That's not good.
That bad.
I mean, it's good to play on it, but I would traditionally buy it on 360, so it was disappointing. I had to get something for the Wii U. That was it. My next game, I'm going to say I was disappointed, or my first game, I guess, was Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. After Resident Evil Revelations coming out in February and being very strong, I believe I said to Brock, it's like, there can be 3 Resident Evil games in the top 10 this year. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Because Resident Evil Revelations was really good. It is really good. And Operation Raccoon City was not. I did not enjoy that game much at all. I know Brock shared some of that pain with me at one point.
Yep.
But, yeah. I had somewhat decent expectations. I believe it was from the SOCOM team. And, yeah, it was very disappointing. So many to choose from here. Next I'm going to say Paper Mario Sticker Star. After enjoying Paper Mario 64 and just hearing absolutely glowing things about 1000 Year Door, which I plan on playing this year,
Yeah.
Sticker Star was a dumbed down, Paper Mario by comparison isn't known for being a deep RPG, but Sticker Star is the thinnest RPG game I think I've ever played, as in it's turn-based combat. There's no upgrade system at all or no sense of progression, which takes away a lot of that draw, especially from that type of combat. There's no reward for fighting enemies, so just run around them all entirely. And that's not even the worst part. It being so easy on the combat side, it's extremely frustrating in the puzzle and progression side. In what most Mario games would be like a super secret thing, you have to find every super secret thing in order to advance the game at all in this game. So I've been having to turn to a walkthrough so I can keep my sanity with it. It's even more frustrating that there are some glimmers of excellence within the game. There's an awesome, like, Luigi's Mansion level, Ghost Mansion, that's even set up similarly to Luigi's Mansion. You have to catch 100 boos. And it's just more frustrating when there are so many good things weighed down by even more bad things. Next is going to be... There's 3 really strong ones. It was difficult between these last 3 for me. I'm going to say Ninja Gaiden 3 next. Being a big fan of the first 2 Ninja Gaiden games on Xbox and 360. Ninja Gaiden 3, it was the first game without Itagaki, so that definitely raised some flags, but it's hard to mess up Ninja Gaiden 2. You just make Ninja Gaiden 2 again with maybe try out a story. And they stripped it down like entirely. On the 360 version, there's one, you have the Dragon Sword, so there's no other weapons. There's only one type of Ninpo. It was just a massive disappointment, and their attempt at a story was very weak, even though they tried to make each kill more personalized, even though you're still slaughtering hundreds and hundreds of dudes. Next is going to be Yakuza Dead Souls. I blame this disappointment solely on Binary Domain, which the main Yakuza guy was working on instead of this game, and Dead Souls was just a major disappointment, especially coming after Yakuza 3 and 4. But my winner was Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 5 was one of my top 5 games in 2009, and Resident Evil 6 I thought was a shoe-in for top 10. Again, kind of like with Ninja Gaiden 3, all you have to do is make a similar game, except it seems to be a lot bigger, and it previewed somewhat well. So I had very high expectations that were not even close to met. The entire time I was playing Resident Evil 6, I wanted to be playing Resident Evil 5. It was awful. And there weren't as many redeeming things as like Paper Mario had. It was all just pretty bland and boring with very few glimmers of hope throughout. But overall, that game was very unfortunate with how that turned out.
Not too many crushing disappointments this year for me either. Borderlands 2 I was actually mildly disappointed with. I was ready to fall deeply, deeply in love with that game. I didn't really. I played it a lot, started a lot of different characters. I mean, it was cool. I bought Mechnomancer twice, I think. Once for Zach and once for myself on the game. It was cool. I mean, I really liked the game, just didn't grab me what I was really hoping for. Ninja Gaiden 3, it's a huge disappointment because I love that series. Ninja Gaiden 1 might still be my favorite, like, action game.
It should be said that Isaiah got me into Ninja Gaiden. It probably is worse for me.
Yeah, I should give Ninja Gaiden 3 a shot on the Wii U. Yes. I heard they did make it better. Added dismemberment back in, added new weapons, more playable characters. And more Ninpo, I think, too, actually, yeah. And they made it harder.
I think that dinosaur fights so. Exactly.
My biggest disappointment actually did end up being Diablo 3. And it disappointed me in a weird way. Because I have to say, I love the way it plays.
Okay.
I love the skill system. It's very hard-hitting. And that's what kind of made me not realize that I was enjoying it as much. Because it actually plays fantastically. I was all aboard the real money auction house system until the game went on, and I realized that the whole thing felt very, very tame. Because since you could sell everything for real money, they had to dial back all of the loot and make everything very mundane.
Sounds
There
like
could be
exactly
nothing game-breaking because everything had to be balanced for the auction house. And to inspire you to want to spend real money for the best gear, there were no crazy effects. Everything was just stats. Like, there's nothing really fun on the gear. And when the gear isn't exciting, then the whole game just loses its appeal.
Borderlands 2 for me, in a nutshell. Exactly.
There's just, I don't know, in Diablo 2 even, there are just so many different kinds of effects things would have. And also in Diablo 3, they're constantly tweaking stats, the way they work, like nerfing things. Like, but that actually paved the way for one of the surprises in Torchlight 2. It felt way more like a Diablo game. All the loot was actually awesome and wasn't afraid to make you feel really, really powerful. Because in Diablo 3, you just lacked that feeling of, man, my character is amazing. So, I mean, that's mostly a huge disappointment because Diablo 2 is still one of my very, very top favorite games of all time. Played it so much growing up. So it hurts that Diablo 3 isn't awesome like it should be.
All right. Well, that concludes biggest disappointment, our personal award there. We now move on to something hopefully much more fun and cheerful and awesome.
Can we recap those real fast?
Oh, yeah, sure, we can recap those. Just the most disappointing game for each person. For me, it was Borderlands 2. I was supremely let down by that. Zach chimed in with Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified for the Vita. For Derek and Alex, they shared their biggest disappointment of the year in RE6. Dave was disappointed by Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and its lack of, I guess, in his eyes, improvement from Black Ops 1. And Isaiah disappointed in the end with Diablo 3.
And Resident Evil 6 wins!
Yeah!
The biggest poop ever.
All right. So, we now have our next group category of Best Nintendo Land Game.
Easy.
Or I guess we'll say Best Nintendo Land Attraction.
Is this easy?
This is easy.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, we're going to
How
meet
is this
some
easy?
serious resistance.
we'll see.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
This
So,
is easy. All right.
we've got The Legend of Zelda Battle Quest. We've got Metroid Blast. We've got Pikmin Adventure.
You know, let's rank all these.
Oh man. Oh man. That makes it a lot harder.
Mario Chase.
I'm serious. Like, also, which one?
Luigi's Ghost Mansion.
That one.
Animal
Oh,
Crossing.
Easy categories.
Sweet
are
Day.
difficult.
Takamara's Ninja Castle. Donkey Kong's Crash Course. Captain Falcon's Twister Race. Balloon Trip Breeze. Yoshi's Fruit Cart. And Octopus Dance.
Oh man.
So,
Here we go.
I vote that I will submit a frantic, desperate plea to not rank these strictly for a time perspective, because it's almost.
Okay. Please, no. Should we just go around and see which ones are favorites?
No.
Darn it, that'd be so much easier then.
Would you rather?
Yeah, I think we should just start
We'll,
fast.
fine, we'll rank them. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll eat it tomorrow because of it, but we'll rank them.
This is gonna suck.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right.
I think I already know my rankings.
All right, Dave.
What's the worst one?
The worst one?
What's the worst one?
Luigi.
Oh.
What?
Whoa.
No. Wrong.
Guys, we're starting at the other end, not the best one.
Luigi Mansion's my least favorite.
Lee?
It is my
Whoa.
least favorite.
Whoa.
No,
I
it's
know
not.
opinions
It's not
can't
the
be wrong,
worst.
but that's right.
It's not. the
I mean,
worst.
there's no way it's worse than Captain
I don't like.
Falcon.
I'm not good at it.
Captain
Oh,
wow.
Falcon's Twister Race.
Not the worst.
Takamara and Captain Falcon's easily the
Yeah,
worst.
I hated the
Yoshi's,
ninja.
oh
The
man, this is
ninja
gonna
will-
be more fun than I thought. Yoshi's Fruit Card and Octopus Dance, the two worst.
I like Yoshi.
Octopus Dance is so funny.
I'll agree with you there.
Like it's got the
Octopus
like your floating face in the background. It's hilarious
It's,
to watch.
it's
this
either.
song.
It's either.
Very-
I think it's the ninja.
Yeah, I
Yes.
It's
I agree with
it's
that.
so gimmicky.
The easiest way to play Takamara's Ninja Castle is just sit there and go.
But you get more points if you hit
You-
the chain.
It hurt my
you don't
wrist.
need. Yeah, but
It's so. I mean, well, then again, the only time I played this was with my broken gamepad, so it was so impossible to even get a chain going that I dialed that in as just this is.
I'm gonna say you can get a
No,
platinum
it actually
for
does
not
work
even
pretty
getting
well.
a hit
I don't
combo.
like it.
You can with just going through the whole thing.
Wow.
It's yeah.
Okay, well that is broken.
Alright,
Yeah.
I want to know what everyone's least favorite is. Anish, we know Dave's played all of them except the three competitive ones: Mario, Animal Crossing, and Luigi. So
What?
Which are
All of them except them?
three of the best ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I still haven't beat Donkey Kong. I'm so angry.
What? I figured you
That's
would
not
have
what
by
you
now.
start with. That's not what you.
Alright, so what's your least favorite one? My least favorite is Yoshi's Fruit Card. Dave, what was your least favorite one?
It was the Ninja Castle.
Okay.
Luigi's Mansion.
Ninja.
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 I guess that's the worst one.
So starting at 12.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Man, I guess maybe we just had a good experience in Yoshi's Fruit Card the first time.
I
I
know.
think Fruit Card does a great job of showing off the hardware.
That's what that
but it
is.
is no fun. I hate playing.
Oh, no. I don't think it's not fun. I guess I don't rank it. I don't rank it on the fun factor. It's just it's challenging, and it
It's
like you said, it
Donkey
shows
Kong's
off.
challenging and fun though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's where
which
that,
is why it's,
That's
I,
why.
I don't like your
I
why
actually
it might go right there.
think that Donkey Kong would be number 11 for me, after Ninja Castle, because it made me dizzy. I can't play that game.
Whoa.
Oh man, I love
Octopus is number 11.
Yeah, what's
I mean, that's not much fun.
what's next?
Ooh.
Octopus Dance.
What's CF?
Octopus Dance.
What's CF?
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon's
Oh.
Twister Race. I was not going to write out all of that on the whiteboard.
I would either.
Disclosure for listeners, I have a
Oh.
whiteboard in front of me that I'm writing all of these on. I abbreviated most of these, so there's confusion.
Just because I can get more tokens faster in Captain Falcon.
No, dude, that's a broken, that is a jank, broken reason. Like, come on.
How am I supposed to get my prizes, Cuckoo?
Wow. I just realized
Dude,
I already
this
said
guy
that.
played a lot of Nintendo
I
Land.
Wow.
Yep. It's either Yoshi or the Squid next for me.
Those are my next two.
Captain Falcon's Twister Race.
It's better than those.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's
I
my next
think-
one after
Again,
those two.
broken on my gamepad. Unplayable on my gamepad.
So it can't be held against it. Okay.
Yeah, I can't. The design of that game's dumb anyway.
Captain Falcon just disappointed me because I like F-Zero.
You have
a
to
lot.
it's to me Captain Falcon seems like a dumb game because you're looking at the gamepad a dramatically simplified version of what's going on the big screen. If you're playing it by yourself, the game looks really good on the big screen, but that's wasted on the gamepad because you've got a light blue background and a little line, and there's Captain Falcon's head with an arrow
But
pointing
you gotta
forward.
look up.
Yeah,
to
just
the-
like-
most games in Nintendo, like you need to look back and forth.
Do you? I never
to
saw
the
the
tunnel.
need for that.
Yeah.
To the tunnel.
Oh, well, the tunnels are
And-
like 3 seconds
No,
long.
you need those
Saves
boosts
time.
to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
To win.
And looking up, like you can
I'm
see
serious.
obstacles coming
Yeah,
up
and a lot
ahead
of
too.
the people who are,
Like-
I guess, more traditional gamers that have play it with, they're like, this is so much easier just watching the TV, so that's what they
It's
do.
a,
I still think it's easier watching the game.
yeah, it
The
is.
two on
It
turns,
is.
especially.
It's
like
the
you
only
can,
way you can win.
Yeah, that's
It
what I'm
gets
saying.
really
Like,
hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
at the beginning you can look at the TV, but man, overall you have to look at the
I think I heard
and look up
Octopus the most next.
Octopus.
Yoshi.
I'm
No.
totally with you with Yoshi, but Octopus.
I mean,
Octopus.
spoilers.
The
For me, it's
Octopus.
Twister Race, Octopus, Yoshi. I mean, so it's. No, Balloon Trip sucks.
I love
The balloon trip's pretty good.
Balloon
Balloon
Trip-
Trip is an emotional, harrowing journey
It's probably my favorite single
through
player one.
facing all
It reminds
opposition.
me of that level in Donkey Kong Country 2 where you're with the bird.
Dude,
You gotta navigate.
That's
it's
much
hard.
more
It's-
playable than.
It's extreme,
Balloon
man.
You gotta navigate through the.
I think it's my
hedges.
favorite single player one.
Yeah, you go through the wind, the storm, but then you have the sunny
no,
after,
DK.
and it feels so great.
I like the wind.
That one's hard, dude. When it starts getting blowing.
It's good
Oh,
stuff. So Octopus next,
I think
Octopus.
So. Octopus.
then Yoshi.
And Yoshi.
Then Yoshi was fun.
It's alright. It's not fun.
It's a great tech demo,
It is.
but you're right.
Yoshi?
Yoshi, why did I say
Oh, I
that?
didn't see.
Captain
Yoshi.
Falcon.
Man, I can't believe Yoshi left.
Captain Falcon next.
Yeah, I'm okay
Captain
with that.
Falcon.
I'm
good with it.
yeah.
I'm cool with that. Just push CF.
Archie's Mansion.
No.
I don't think you're gonna gain any traction with that.
I don't think so. It's like my least favorite. I will
Next,
never play
Mario
that.
Chase
Oh.
Bus.
I would
Yes.
Say,
I guess
I would.
next time you
I
guys
would
have
say
special
Zelda
ability, kind of
beforehand.
hurt that
No.
game.
It's always got so much more fun.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
How?
how much fun did you and me?
Goes to
We
the
were
OP.
tearing through those levels. We were having a great time.
Were you?
Yeah, you and me played through like levels 3 through like 8 or 9.
Oh.
It was you and me. I was the swords person. You were an archer.
Oh, I love the Zelda.
Zelda.
It's really good.
I think
Yeah,
Alright.
I agree.
I think Mario's next.
Alright.
Chase.
Mario
Oh.
Chase is not good.
It's
I
not very fun.
really enjoyed Mario
Especially in
Chase.
comparison to Animal
I guess just because playing with Sam, because he was so good at it. I don't
Sam
know.
never got caught.
If you were like,
I don't know. I really enjoyed Mario Chase a lot. The whole look.
Then which one would you have?
No.
I've got them all right here.
It's either Balloon Trip
Yes,
or
okay.
Zelda.
I would say Balloon Trip or Pikmin.
Yeah,
Ooh,
okay.
Pikmin.
Mario.
I would personally
love
toss Mario now, but
Mario's
not gonna
probably
go.
I,
gonna
I just like because it's another competitive game with one against the gamepad. It
But,
just shows
well,
the
that's
gamepad.
but
The other
the
two
other
are so
two
much
are
better.
so much better than Mario Chase. So much
Mario's
better than
so-
Mario
it's
Chase.
boring.
If you've got a great Mario, the Toads can't win, and if you've got great Toads, the Mario can't win. Like it's so much less random and fun than all the others.
I think it's gotta be Mario.
Especially when you're a douche like me as Mario. That's no fun for the Toads.
My challenge was
I'm
always
playing with-
how long could I go without moving?
Yep. Yeah. How long can I run around the exact same obstacle while the person tries to find me? That's always good.
Watching the replay. So I never even like either both sides. I didn't have as much fun.
Aw.
See, like at home, when I was playing it with everybody I played it against who's not in this room,
We have so
I
much
stomped
fun
as
with
Mario,
that.
and no one ever had any fun. I didn't have fun, they
I
didn't have
know.
fun. Because it worked the same way every time. When I played with you guys, the person playing as Mario always won. And that's no fun either.
It was really close.
No, the person
though.
playing as Mario never won, which is not fun either. Like,
More
It's more
extreme.
varied in it. Get rid of Mario.
yeah, let's get rid of Mario. As no one
Dave.
speaks.
Sick
I
with
haven't
fans
played
here.
it.
You ever played Nintendo Land?
I'd rather get
He hasn't,
that.
he hasn't played the 3 competitive games.
Oh.
Alright. I think we need to pull
He
out
hasn't played.
Nintendo Land while we're here at some point. Just all play together.
Everyone's saying that.
But we haven't all played it together.
I've never played any of the one players.
What?
I've only played all.
Alright, I would say let's do Mario.
That's
Just
Mario
get it over with.
Luigi.
Yep.
Okay. Now that makes sense.
Okay.
He's throwing stuff away.
No, okay. So, Mario's gone. I want Balloon Trip next.
I'm okay with that.
What was it against? Was there other one? Pikmin?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Deal.
Okay. Balloon Trip breathes.
7 out of 12. Pikmin next?
Then Pikmin.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It's competitive mode. It's kind of terrible.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. Never played Balloon
Now we
Balloon
got
Trip.
5.
Played Pikmin.
Zelda.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, gosh.
Donkey Kong's
I
next.
played Donkey Kong
No, it's
so
not.
much.
It's
So
not.
next.
It's so good.
Donkey Kong's so different.
But it's so simple.
It's
No,
it's
dude, then you
not.
haven't played it enough.
You haven't played it. How far
Did you
have
ever
you
beat
got?
the first table?
I got to the very end like 5 or 6 times.
So no. Okay. Yeah.
There's
that's-
4
that's
tables.
Why
You
you,
need to get
that's
to the
why you
fourth
think it's
table,
too
Yeah.
then you go. Okay.
The second, even the second one is so much more interesting.
That game made me dizzy.
But you have to get through that first one to learn what you need to learn before you can get to the crazy stuff.
I still don't think I like it as much as the other 4.
Yeah, it's a challenge. Oh, that's what I love about it.
I can understand that. That makes sense. But man, Donkey Kong's so good. And since the bulk of my time with Nintendo has to be single player, Donkey Kong perfectly fills that void.
Yep.
It's already the best single player game. What goes next? Is it that
No,
versus
you
Zelda?
couldn't have said anything better.
I still don't like Zelda. You're just on a track. It's all
Is
right.
it Zelda? It's because you get that or Zelda. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either that or Zelda.
Oh,
Zelda's on one track. Well,
Could be Luigi.
You
No,
are on
can't.
Donkey Kong too.
I know you're on one track, but it's
Ghost is
challenge.
literally
Is it?
one track.
Aw,
Ghost
man.
is overpowered.
Yes, it is.
So much overpowered.
That's why you play on
That's why you
5 people and get the Monitas level bounces.
That doesn't
Oh,
matter.
that was fun.
How do you even get that?
No,
5
man.
people.
I played with 5 people.
You have to play a lot.
Yeah. See,
I think you have to
there
play
go.
like 20
Yeah,
times.
It's 25
No,
rounds.
it's not.
Yeah, it's like 20, 25
I must
rounds.
have already just played enough with them.
Yep, 25 rounds.
Because it was just there. It's awesome.
Yeah, you unlock a couple extra levels that actually change up the
Yeah, they
part
really
pretty
make the strategy
significantly.
and everything.
Then you play 30. Good start.
So, Donkey Kong or Zelda? My vote is Donkey Kong.
Zelda.
I vote Donkey Kong.
Luigi's Mansion.
No!
Luigi.
Nope.
Is-
Zach reminded me why I
I've been
absolutely
waiting to say
hate that
this
game now.
all day. Nintendo knows what's going on. That's why they showed Luigi's Mansion. For Nintendo.
You put,
They were
you
showing
said
their
you really
best
mean Luigi?
game.
Huh?
You really mean Luigi?
They were showing the best
Yeah.
game.
Okay.
I'm-
Luigi. I hate Luigi.
No!
I love Luigi.
Luigi's Mansion.
Most
No.
of the game I played in.
No, Donkey Kong.
That's Animal Crossing all the way.
It's second place.
Animal Crossing is just so fun to play.
Animal Crossing
I
is
always laugh
easily the
when I
best
play
game.
it.
Animal Crossing is definitely number
It's
one.
the best.
I always laugh.
Yes.
Dude, it's the best.
Yeah, so much
It's
laughing, so
the-
much joy.
I remembered why I started to hate Luigi's Mansion, and that's when Zach said the ghost is overpowered. And I was like, wait, why is it? And I was like,
That one
oh,
power.
The left and
the
right trigger?
supercharge ability.
No.
Yeah,
It's so easy to
if
avoid.
there is a competent person playing as the ghost, you can't beat the ghost.
We didn't figure that out until I really like.
I didn't know
this
about it
guy
until
had
you
to come
told
over
me.
and introduce it to all of us, and then break Luigi's
Then,
Mansion.
of course, I'm like, yes, spam it.
And he spammed it.
So I don't
No.
know. Without that, like
It's pretty easy
No,
to
without that, it's
avoid.
great.
It
The game
really
with
is.
me and all my friends at school.
Takes out all the batteries.
But
You just
Animal
go,
Crossing was.
If you
Close.
get
If you
hit,
hit
it's so
anyone, it's
easy to
game over.
avoid.
If you hit anyone, they lose.
It's so easy to
Great,
avoid.
if you're playing with 4 people who have played it 50 times and know exactly what to do,
Yeah.
and then the ghost
That's
isn't
right.
stupid enough to
We're
try
not
to
being
fully
angry
charge
at
it
people
instead
who-
of let it go
I'll switch to
halfway.
Zelda for
And
Time
just-
of Luigi's Mansion.
I'd rather get rid of Luigi's Mansion than Zelda.
I would rather get rid of Zelda. I hate Zelda. It's not that good. It's on a one track. I wish it was an adventure like Metroid. Metroid's so much better. I wish it was like Metroid.
Crap, rail shooters are rail games that Derek really enjoys. I'm really hoping it holds up against it. That's
Yeah, but Zelda is really challenging though.
Yeah, it
like
is.
the boss fight, like you gotta
It
work
is.
so well as a team. So I don't get why you
No, 'cause
don't.
I
Just like
beat- I
Donkey
beat it by
Kong could be a
myself.
challenge, but
See, I beat it by myself as an everything.
So, Zelda, Luigi's Mansion, Donkey Kong is where we're at. Does that lock Metroid and Animal Crossing top 2? It seems like I have no chance of convincing you guys for Luigi's Mansion over Animal Crossing, so I guess that's our favorite.
no.
Oh man. Oh, no way.
Animal
Sorry.
Crossing
there's
is my
no way
favorite.
that's gonna be
Animal
happening.
Crossing number 1, Metroid number 2?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. 3 spots left. 4, 5, 3.
Luigi's Mansion number 3.
Agreed.
Nope. DK number 3, and then I'll go Luigi's Mansion Zelda.
I'm okay with that.
Zelda 5, Luigi 4, DK 3,
DK
Metroid.
is my least favorite of those.
Oh man, it's so good. Why do you not like
DK
it?
felt really
I just- it's not like
unique.
a- it's
It
like a
used so
deal
many of the
with
different
Oh.
functions of the gamepad. It's the tilting,
It does,
and
and
blowing into the
the blowing's
microphone.
stupid.
You don't have to blow.
You don't,
push
you press
Y.
X.
I know you don't
Yeah,
have to,
I-
Oh,
but
really? I didn't
it's
know.
still really cool.
Does it say?
Yeah.
Yep.
It does.
Yeah, he can strike.
It's alright. I didn't know it until he told me about it. So I'm there.
Yeah, you just hold a button.
Yeah.
Still.
It helps so much actually.
Like I would have agreed with you until I beat the first level and saw that there was a second and a third and a fourth. Like
I already knew there were more boards.
see, I didn't until like we kind of were figuring that out as we played it, and it was like, oh, no way! And it was so much more
The third
interesting.
one's
Like it
ridiculous.
just gets so much more interesting each
We
week.
have to replay the first one every time, right?
Yeah, you gotta play all three
That's
again.
broken.
No, it
That's
makes you.
terrible.
You get used
you
to
get
it.
to the point where you get to the entire first board without even stopping.
Or
Like,
then,
it's
I'm
done.
just, then I'm just talking about a creator problem with Nintendo.
You
Having to
Yeah.
replay everything every time.
you got. I would say you have 600 seconds to get through all four. I can't get that.
It's
I'm on
tough.
the fourth one, halfway through it. I can't get it. I'm so pissed.
So when I say vote for Luigi's Mansion, Derek and Brock are for Donkey Kong.
Number 3.
I'm guessing it's extra Zelda and Dave's for Zelda.
I've never
What?
Played
I think it'd be interesting all playing Nintendo Land together because we're all gamers. Because almost every instance of Nintendo Land I've had, there have been some people that haven't been. So it'd be interesting to see how these all stack up with people that we all know are very competent at video games.
I will go Luigi
It makes me
DK.
dizzy with enjoyment.
Zelda. Zelda is just so weak. I felt.
It's
Three
not.
Luigis?
It should be better than it is.
Yeah.
But it's still good.
It's top five.
Yep.
It is top 5 and 2.
Yep.
You know what?
I'll go for that.
You know what?
Zelda.
It
Donkey
really
Kong,
doesn't matter.
Luigi's.
Donkey Kong, Luigi, Zelda.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Okay, I'll do it.
Alright.
I'll get in.
Okay.
Okay. You got me.
I was about to say.
Bye bye hopes and
See,
dreams.
that was very fun, Randall.
Was it?
That was awesome.
I feel like we love this.
But it could have just been so.
Dude,
Oh, Animal Crossing
Crossing.
is number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next category.
That one's so good. Whoever designed that one was smart.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
And it's so
in a
adorable
way.
too.
Because you get so fat, and you're just like.
Favorite thing.
Because you get so fat.
you just see the one little guy with a huge fork. You're like,
Yeah, and then you.
Draw the-
you
you
start
start-
to throw out all your
start
berries
sprinting.
again. Yeah, you do all your fruit, and it's like, wow.
you come back that 10 seconds
Alright.
later. You try to make a
Next
circle.
category.
Hold on, I'm still writing.
Will hopefully be as fiercely contested, potentially, best episode of The Walking Dead.
Note here, like,
I'm gonna do
they're,
this without spoilers.
nope, they're full spoilers.
Yeah, it's gotta
in
be full
fact.
spoilers.
Derek had his chance.
I don't know. Nuh-uh.
We've all
Like,
played
the
except Derek,
PS3
who's
was
seen
saying.
episode, who's
You
not
had
seen
your
episode
chance.
4 or 5.
You had your chance.
You had your chance.
I was playing Far Cry
You lost
That's your
chance.
fault.
My fault.
Yep, it's your fault you wasted your
If
time.
you
with
would ask me
Far Cry.
which one's more important, I would have said Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's only like, if you started it with 4, it only
Hey,
took 4 hours.
Clementine gets eaten.
No, she doesn't.
Fuck the game.
So,
No,
yeah,
she
note
doesn't.
to listeners at this point,
By
if
She
you,
does not.
yeah,
By
like,
leave.
this might be one that you want to skip. If
this-
you are
is that
planning on
one
playing The
endings?
Walking Dead,
As you should.
which you should definitely play The Walking
Definitely.
Dead. So, if you haven't and you don't want to know what happens, and you shouldn't because you don't want it spoiled, then come back, listen to this
40 minutes.
after you've listened to it.
Skip this section.
Just skip this section regardless. You want?
No. All right.
I think
If you're
we-
still with
So are
us
we
by this
ranking these
point,
two
then
then?
hey, awesome.
Why not?
Yeah, let's rank these two.
I think we can all agree that number one's the worst.
Yep.
Even
Yes.
though Dave's most memorable moment was the first.
Really?
My favorite.
I wouldn't say it's the worst.
Okay, which one's the worst?
What's the worst?
I would think episode 4.
No.
Two's my favorite. Oh my gosh.
I liked episode 4
Wait,
a lot.
what? Dave, did you just say
I
2?
meant to say 3.
What?
Whoa.
With the train.
What?
Okay, alright, the train really
What?
drug down episode
did.
3.
It's
It
not
was
the
like-
worst.
No, it
one.
didn't.
I would say episode 4.
Wonderful.
That's
my
where you
option.
That's where you get to see where Clementine's talking to that one dude on the radio.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Oh, man.
I just mean getting the train operational.
I didn't.
Did
it didn't
anyone
t-
not cut Clementine's hair?
No.
I think you have to.
Yeah, it's pretty much go for it.
Dang it.
No, there's an option to.
Yeah, you don't have to.
There's an option for later. Does that?
Oh, man, I want to know if she gets like grabbed by a zombie. I should do it.
Anyway, so
This could be bad.
episode 1 is the worst episode of The Walking Dead. It is.
When we
It
say
is the
worst
clunkiest.
episode, it's still fantastic.
Exactly. No, it's not.
It introduces
What?
you to.
It's
I
absolutely not
loved
fantastic.
That episode was great.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
this.
well,
great.
You
You
go
get
to so
to
many
see-
different locations, you meet everybody, it
It
sets
sets
the
the
tone
tone, yeah.
so well.
Yep. That is all that it does.
The moment
Had
with
a
his
great
brother
puzzle. It's
is
probably one of the better puzzles
one of the best ones.
at the motel.
Yep.
Oh,
The
yeah,
stealth section.
yeah,
Yeah,
very.
that was probably one of the better
There's nothing
puzzles.
else like
Yeah,
that.
take
Are
care.
you
That's
serious?
probably the best puzzle.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Yeah.
That was
Joking.
really enjoyable.
You've
No.
got to be joking.
Nope. Serious.
I'm
That
sorry.
part-
I'm sorry. A pillow.
I had to
and a
be.
gun.
That's ridiculous. That doesn't work.
And
at all.
episode 1 had some of the most random, like, item interactions. Like, trying
Random
to hold
item
the remote
interactions.
up to, like, the lock.
Open
be like,
sesame.
oh, it's like,
It's the worst episode, but I saw it.
or
And
like,
it just compared to everything else. I mean, I'm not saying it's it's
Yeah.
well.
You're
I'm
saying
saying
it's bad.
it's a little bad.
It's got my favorite quote in it.
It's not. It's
that's
bad.
that's great, but think about it emotionally. Think about what it does. Like
You
every,
kill your brother.
and I was
Yeah.
laughing that entire time.
Is your favorite
I
quote?
was so
That
sad.
was Dave's most memorable part of the whole series.
What?
Yeah, I was dying laughing.
That's my quote of the year.
For what?
Is when you walk out to
Oh.
your brother and it's like, hey, bud,
Hey, bud.
it crushed me.
Oh,
That's not my favorite line, but
I laughed.
it's a good one.
I was I was laughing for a different reason.
You guys are heartless.
You guys suck.
I was.
We're heartless.
Right.
We're heartless.
I'm heart-
alright, this all started because I'm not disagreeing that episode 1 is
This
not
this
the
is gonna be ridiculous. But can we just
not
vote
the
on the
best.
best one?
of all of them.
You're
I'm
good.
just saying,
All right.
it's still
I think
fantastic.
we're gonna
Just
make any ground on this at
Right.
all.
No, we've
Not the-
exploded from the
not
very
that.
Which
first
is why we have to see it
episode.
through.
Oh my goodness.
I would rather.
Okay then, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Well,
5.
Alright, if it's
Do it.
not one, which one?
Which one and why?
Which one's the worst?
Yes, which one and why?
5.
Maybe probably number 4.
It's the story. I wanted to keep going.
It's the
till
end.
It's the end.
Episode 5 is my number 2.
4 is your number 1.
No, 4 is
Really?
my 4 is my number 4.
You.
Episode 4 is the second worst one.
I would put
I end
4
up
at
liking
number
4
4.
and 5.
Huh?
Really?
Really? Why?
5, 4.
Because it's so, like, 5 was, it does what it needs to do, and I don't think it does anything else. And it's so short compared to
What's your favorite one?
4 introduces
Yeah,
you to
but
Crawford.
you have to do the whole thing
Your
with
favorite?
one
It's
arm.
awesome.
That was a good one.
So intense.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well, if
I
you
just
don't
hate
do-
Doug.
You still can't use your other arm.
That's the
I've
first.
always hated
So
Doug.
you're still doing everything one-handed.
That and Doug.
Do we have a,
I hate Doug. I hate
any
both
argument
those.
against one being number 5 yet?
I'm against.
Okay, why?
Because it sets
Why?
up everything.
Because
Which is, it does a good job of, but everything it sets up is better.
Because it was an episode that starts out the game. Because if you start off with episode 2 or 3, it's very tense. This one's more
So which one's worse
Like-
than 1?
4. I think because it's a random kind of episode. It felt like.
No,
After
it ends up not being. It ends up being worthless, but you don't know that at the
I
time.
only know one TV.
I mean, that's you don't. I mean, think about like just episode 4. Yeah, you're gathering a battery, fuel, and medicine for your trip on the boat. It is only episode 5 when you realize the boat doesn't matter. In 4, like that is super, super important. That is what you have
All
to
that
do.
stuff with
It is what you have been.
Crawford.
It is what you have been
Acting.
building to the
Yeah.
entire
At
game.
the end of 4, you get
Is
that right.
get to Savannah,
Yes.
get a boat, get out. You are, but you pretty much at that point after you got those 3 parts, you're like, we got a boat, and then you realize you don't have a boat.
Alright, since Derek doesn't know yet, at the end of episode 4,
You
Luke
get
gets
bit.
bit.
Yep, I know that. You told me.
And then you eat Clementine.
Then you get to choose.
Or-
Then you can choose if you want to hide it or tell people.
It's people.
Yes.
Did everyone hide the fact that they get bit?
No.
No.
Not at all. You
No.
showed them immediately.
Oh man, I would have hit that
Most
sucker. Where was it at?
85% of people showed them.
I showed.
Where do they buy them at?
On the arm right here.
Oh, that's hard to hide. Never mind. I'd be like,
It's not rich.
Look at me.
Sleeve.
You always wear long
My
sleeves.
final
You're not
decision,
like
I was
Kenny.
with 5% of people.
that's the name, Kenny. I
That's
hate
that's
Kenny.
just because you. That's dumb.
No, that's
Okay.
that's how I would have chosen it
I know.
because I didn't want her to have to do that.
I know, but
I still
I
can't.
I
believe
have
you
different
have Kenny
logic.
kill the guy in the Philippines.
I wasn't thinking about me.
I don't know, I guess I just hate episode 4 just because of Ben. Because he really
If you hate
irked
Ben,
me.
then episode 4 is your favorite.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
hate
just said episode 4 was your favorite.
I know I said
No, he
my
said
least
his least
favorite.
but he said he hates Ben.
I hate Ben.
You can basically kill Ben in episode 4, therefore.
And I hate the
you love
first
episode
half of that game where you're in that house.
I did.
That was pretty much a waste of time except for one particular moment with Kenny and you. That was about
Did
it.
you get a kill, Kenny?
No. Kenny pretty much kills himself on episode 5.
Yeah.
I thought,
Yeah, but it's an
Probably
off-screen
called-
death, and there's a couple different ways.
What
So I don't think I think he'll come back.
Alright, we're not really making progress.
No, we're
No,
not.
we're
Okay.
not.
Alright,
I told you this is the
No.
We're not.
alright,
Yeah.
Zach, how about we go with Brock's list and go number 1, number 5, and number 4, number 4.
Alright. Alright.
Okay, we've got 2.
One,
From 0%
number
points.
5 is number 1. Number
Oh,
4 is
so-
number 4. Number 3
It's 3.
is 3.
5.
3.
I would say 5. I want to agree with you. 5 was...
3
The train
is the
just
longest.
slowed it all down.
Yep,
and
it's the
it's
longest.
crushing.
It is.
It is
crushing.
long.
I completely agree.
Oh.
Like
I love episodes 2, 3, and 5. Like I love. Like it is not. I'm not saying this lightly. I'm not saying.
that whole scene.
Oh,
just start
3
the
is 3.
train.
Yeah, no, it's.
I still don't think it's believable that Clementine was telling that one dude everything that Lee's done up to that point. I think that's
No.
garbage.
Yeah, I don't
I
get how
don't-
he knew
Episode
about
five
all
is
that.
my
I feel like that
No,
was.
I don't
when you
think
find
that they're
batteries
saying.
to put in
I don't think that
Clementine's
they're
radio.
saying that she was telling him everything. I think
Yeah.
that they're implying that that it was just open, and he was just listening.
He calls Clementine by name at the end of episode 3.
Yeah. And then he
Yeah.
references
No matter what Lee
her
tells you,
telling
you have to come find me because I have your parents.
Yep.
And that's why earlier in that episode, and I think in episode 2, she mentions several times, like, we're going to find my parents, right? She continues to push
Yep.
that. I don't think it's believable that she would be talking to him. Especially with all those people there and how small the compound is and stuff. Because of
It's-
that, how they resolve that.
Is there a way
in
not to
episode
give her
5, I think
batteries?
It's no. Okay. No. It's. I mean, if she's like you keep talking about Clementine wanting to go find her parents. She doesn't know that guy is claiming to have her parents. He
That's
never
at the end of
does.
episode 3, he says it.
Yeah, he says it to you, not to Clementine. To you.
Probably told her that
To-
earlier.
Why would he tell her that? His goal is to get you to take Clementine to him, so he can take Clementine and he can kill you.
Because that gets Clementine saying we need to go there too.
Yeah.
Your whole job is taking care of Clementine, and in Clementine's eyes, getting her back to her parents. So the best way to draw Lee to him is to tell Lee that he has her parents. That takes him to him regardless of whether he wants to go or not, because he's taking care of Clementine. He gets Clementine to him, he kills you, he takes Clementine.
Do you
That is-
remember
you
the
weren't supposed to
line?
hear
Do
that.
you remember the line
talking to
where
Clementine.
Clementine?
Are you
and-
sure?
Yes, yeah.
He's like, he says Clementine's name.
Yeah, because
Clementine
she's
and
sleeping
Krista.
Don't
and
listen
you
to
pick
Lee.
it up.
Like, he says this.
I'm sorry, that was a long time ago, it was one line of
Yeah.
dialogue, and I
It was
friggin' forgot.
Last week.
Yeah, I don't remember every line of dialogue
Yeah,
in that
she's
entire
sleeping
game.
and
I'm
you pick
sorry.
up the walkie-talkie and he's talking to her.
There's another line where Clementine is talking to Krista, and she says he wants to help me find my parents, and Krista says, "No, honey, that's not what he wants." And then somebody comes down from upstairs. It's when you're in that mansion.
I know that.
Fine, I abstain the rest of the time, go ahead.
I'm still in episode 5 since 3.
Fine, 5. And 3, then 2, done.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
Alright.
that's so
Is
much
it-
fun.
Category.
Wow, I actually had number 2 as number 1, but I didn't think I thought everyone else would have 3 as
It's my
number
number
1.
1.
No, the whole scene where you're trying to start the train is stupid. That takes
I got
so
stuck
much
where you had to
time.
find the writing utensil. So I talked to everybody, and I don't know, somehow I missed that Clementine had a, yeah.
Because she has it for her.
The chalk.
So,
Chalk.
5 is 1, 4 is 4, 3 is 5, 2 is 3, 1 is
That
2.
leaf.
Okay, moving on to best music.
Oh,
So yeah,
I don't
best music.
I don't even
Yep.
know for this. I don't even know this movie.
15 nominees. An exceptionally strong year for music.
Yes.
We've got Asura's Wrath, Mass Effect 3, Kid Icarus Uprising, Xenoblade Chronicles, Persona 4 Arena, Hotline Miami, Super Hexagon, FTL, Rhythm Heaven, Fever, Adventure Time, Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage, Nintendo Land, Transformers Fall of Cybertron, Retro City Rampage, Prototype 2, and Halo 4. Ugh. Alright.
All Activision must go.
Fun time.
Anything from EA really has to go soon.
Oh.
No.
Let's get rid of Nintendo.
Hold on. What else is from EA?
Oh,
Mass
It's
Effect 3.
really good.
Oh, is
but
it- is
compared
that
to
EA?
some like the original work done
Yes,
the
it
rest
is.
of the year? It's really good, and I
And
love it. But
BioWare.
it's all familiar for the most part. I agree that it's really good, but
Yeah, it's pretty.
it doesn't stand up to the original scores of this year.
Oh,
Nintendo Land is gone.
Goodbye.
New remixes made me very happy.
Yeah.
I agree
Every time I
completely.
get that
Yeah.
Metroid menu, man.
But yeah,
Nostalgic
Zelda
overload.
is very huge.
Donkey
Like,
Kong.
going Lost Forest. Oh man,
I love the Donkey Kong.
I really hope
stage.
that this is
Yeah,
going to be the
they're all-
music,
they're
and it's like
all
it is, yeah.
Screw it, Nintendo Best Music Production.
Done. Okay. Excellent. 1, 2, and 3. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
1, 2, and 3.
Moving on. Next
Metroid
category.
music.
Most original, innovative.
Oh really?
If only.
I wish.
Oh.
Yay, category.
I'm gonna stand by my 2 Activisions.
Alright, can we take
Transformers and
Asura's out?
I would.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I was wondering.
Kid Icarus
What's-
out.
No.
Yeah.
Asura's
It's
Wrath
not
is-
top 3.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
my
not.
number 2.
Kid Icarus?
Yes.
Whoa.
That's got listen to that soundtrack.
Really?
I said
It's
Asura.
from Sakurai, man. It's
I know.
excellent.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's really good,
It's my
but it's
second
not
favorite.
top 3.
It is.
There's some.
gosh.
There's. I can't agree with that.
Prototype 2.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
Transformers and
Prototype 2
Prototype 2.
soundtrack is so much better than Mass Effect 3. I would rather take Mass Effect 3 off than Prototype 2.
All right.
Pick their
Okay.
favorites.
Lollipop.
Vote. Vote to surrender failed. 1 to 4. I think Adventure Time doesn't stand up.
It's not top
It's
3.
it's good.
true,
It's
yeah.
not top 3.
It's not top 3.
No.
I love Rhythm Heaven's music, but it's not going to work.
No. I'll offer Retro City Rampage.
Okay. Transformers, I think, need, Transformers
Okay,
goes.
Transformers.
Already got
go.
reference.
FTL.
No. Yes. FTL's gone.
No.
It's top
Yes.
10, not top 3.
It's top 10, not top 3, exactly.
As well as Super Hexagon.
Fine.
Halo
Like,
4.
if there was more music in Super Hexagon, I'd be all over
I
it.
agree.
Halo 4.
Same thing.
Yeah, Halo
Hotline
4 I can see
Miami.
gone.
If
I
there
don't-
was
I don't
more
know if
music,
soundtrack
I'd be
is
all over.
really,
It
good.
really? I don't
It's
remember any
really,
music from
really
it.
good.
Like Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach. I remember all the music from there. I do not know any Halo 4 music.
I didn't know. I
Fun.
didn't notice any of it but the end, and then when I listened to it outside, it was pretty good.
Oh, is it? See, I didn't hear anything.
It's not. I mean, well, I don't know.
It's
given
not my
what we've
personal
gotten
top
rid of,
5.
It's probably something, but yeah,
It's about the
We
stress
get
and
rid
how
of it.
important it is. And that's what it's.
Yep, it's really, really good.
A P4A.
I'm okay with that.
Was Prototype 2 still up there? Isn't
Because
that
it's
good?
amazing.
Because Zach,
What, you don't, have you listened to the CD?
no, I haven't.
No.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, think of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
And think of more of like an action
There's
kind
a
of movie.
character song that sounds just
Mixed like that. It's got a lot of cellos, got a lot of bass to it, and it's kind of more of like a driving, kind of hunting kind of sound. That's the soundtrack to it.
Yeah, it sounds really good when you describe it like that.
There's also a Western theme that rivals Jaws theme.
Yes, the Jaws theme song.
That's right. This is like hunting.
Cellos and bass and hunting. Jaws.
I say we give it Persona 4 because it's got a lot of music from the first two games. Even though I
I was
love
really
it.
hoping you were going to bring that up.
Hey, it's in my top 10.
It's in my top 5.
It's excellent.
Xenoblade.
Am I the only
That-
one pushing for that?
that
Xenoblade.
game is
all
Probably.
music.
You can't hear the dialogue because of the music.
Because
I
Really?
mean, I don't know. Where Hotline or Xenoblade?
They're
If we take away
Yeah.
Xenoblade, I'll take
They're
away
sitting there
Prototype.
on a bench.
All right. This is something we're gonna
Okay.
have to decide, I guess, between those two for me at least. In game, Hotline Miami. A game hasn't influenced me. Music hasn't influenced me in a game as much as Hotline Miami. Outside of the game, I like listening to Xenoblade more. So I guess I'll pick Hotline.
Yeah, in that case, I would say
Just that
music,
use of
in a
music
video
is super
game,
strong.
the use matters a
That's
lot.
for me. That was, I guess, more important than the strength of something. And I do like Kid Icarus movies. So, I guess we can get rid of it.
Has Xeno played in prototypes too?
I'd rather get.
I just need to bring that CD over sometime.
Yeah, I'm very interested in hearing it. I just. Yeah.
I've got the first
I don't
track in
think
my
you're going
car.
to be able to convince us.
I know. It's so good. It's so well done, that game.
I have YouTube.
Just even the yeah, there we go.
There we go.
We got down to 4.
Yeah.
Sweet. We're done.
Asura.
Like if I had to choose
Kid
Mass Effect
Icarus.
3 soundtrack or Prototype 2, Prototype 2. 9 times out of 10.
Oh man.
Dude, I don't think best music has ever been a contentious category before.
Yes, it has.
Not this content.
Not this.
Although we're already down to 4. We moved pretty quick.
It's because
With much
we're all just like,
sacrifice.
eh.
You remember that year with Mario Galaxy 2?
Yep.
Oh,
when
yeah.
we actually gave it to
Oh my
Peace
God.
Walker. When we actually gave it to Peace Walker.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
That was a good one.
That day I made a decision I never thought I'd make, which was Peace Walker over Galaxy 2. And
God of
I-
War 3
I kind
was
of
a good
regret that
contender.
decision. Yeah. I definitely kind of regret that decision.
God of War 3 was such a good soundtrack. Alright.
2010 was better than 2012, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. For me, I guess next gun is Asura or Hotline.
No.
I don't know. Asura's Wrath was. I found it was good, but not amazing.
Go play the first 5 minutes of that game.
It's like
Tell me
watching-
it doesn't have the second best music of this year.
It's up there.
It does have second best approach. It's pretty good.
I can accept that. I can accept that.
So, Mass Effect 3 gone.
Goodness. No, you're nuts.
There was only like one, like no, 3 tracks out of the 12 that I really, really enjoyed.
Which one?
The one, the
Asura or Mass Effect?
Mass Effect.
Did you get the whole soundtrack?
Yeah, I got the soundtrack in my car. I was listening to it
How
this
many
week.
tracks do you have?
There's a lot. There's about
22,
like 20
25.
something.
Like The Scientists, Rannoch, Arlight Company. I've listened to that so many times this year.
There's about like 3 tracks I listen to
Kid Icarus.
continuously.
Kid Icarus?
Pew 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 pew.
Exactly.
I like
There's a
Kid
lot of
Icarus so
that.
much for it, so it's super varied. Is a really strong thing about Kid Icarus.
How about the He-Man thingy?
I love turning up my bass in my car.
The H1 shake.
It's definitely not as varied, but it's as far as music in a game, like affecting gameplay, it's probably
Kid Icarus?
I guess it's gotta be Kid Icarus. That'll get us down to 3.
Okay.
Do it.
Kid Icarus, out.
Squeaky squeaky.
Number 1.
Number
Mass
1, Hotline Miami.
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 3.
I'd say Asura's Wrath,
Oh my god.
honestly.
3 Mass Effects, 1 Asura. Isaiah?
The music in Mass Effect was very good.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It matters.
It does matter,
Then
Brock.
why are we here?
Why?
Best music winner is Mass Effect 3.
As
With
half
much
year-
enthusiasm.
It's half year if I remember.
Yep.
Was it half year as well?
Having listened to Asura and Mass Effect
We're
live this
recording
week.
this, and it's just going
Mass Effect
downhill.
definitely has some,
Was Prototype top 3 last?
No.
I don't think so.
I was hoping maybe.
You had 6 months to sell us on Prototype 2 soundtrack.
Did not work.
And it did not work.
All right.
It's
And the
okay.
next category is.
We've got 3 left. We're not gonna get through 3. At least one more.
Yeah, we got one more.
The next.
All right. So our last category in all likelihood for
Tonight.
day 1 of our Game of the Year ceremony, most innovative / original. That is another long list. This is 14 games this time, one shy of our magic number. We have Asura's Wrath, Journey, Armored Core 5, Gravity Rush, I Am Alive, Nintendo Land, Fez, Sine Mora, FTL, The Unfinished Swan, The Walking Dead, Mark of the Ninja, Sound Shapes, Steel Battalion, and Tokyo Jungle.
Those are the most innovative and original. Case closed.
I look at this list and I see 2 sequels.
Oh,
All the rest are not. If I can.
was it Armored Core 5?
Armored Core 5, Steel Battalion.
You can't.
I'm just pointing
If
that
Steel
out.
Battalion had been good, I think that we would be arguing for this
That's
as
true. That's true.
the most innovative. Like, its concepts are certainly there and worth
But-
mentioning. I'm not going to say it should be up
Okay,
there, but I'm
okay.
saying like getting rid of the Steel Battalion on the fact that it's a sequel would be doing it an injustice if it were good.
Okay. But it's not.
It tried.
No, but it's not,
It
so
tried
they should
so
both go
hard.
away.
Man,
Completely
I just want to
different than the
say
ones that go
it's
before
it's
it.
trying
Yeah.
to be different.
It did try.
It tried to be a cool mech game without a controller. Well, a controller,
with a controller
and,
and without a
Connect.
It was
Hybrid.
the controller and...
It's called hybrid.
There are
Oh,
2
man.
games
Hybrid
for
controls.
Xbox. Steel Battalion. I think it was one of them that was more like one
There's-
online focused, like
What? Steel
one
Battalion?
was released. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
No.
one where you buy with a huge.
Well,
There-
that was the
there's-
only way you could play Steel Battalion.
Yeah.
on Xbox.
Oh.
It's so awesome. Man, I'd buy that thing.
And there's a
I
windshield
would
wiper
too.
button.
It looks so cool.
Yep, there was.
There
Anyway,
Yep, I would want to play it. There was one at the store in the mall for those. Like how much?
$200.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Like 180, 200
Yeah,
bucks.
you have like 3 pedals. Like you have like.
You buy a mech cockpit.
All right,
Sorry.
we are
All right.
off track.
Back on the game.
Talking about Met cockpits here.
For your living room.
The Mark of the Ninja?
It's not, I didn't nominate it.
I didn't know.
That wasn't me.
Mark of the
I
Ninja?
did nothing.
No,
Wow,
it's not me.
okay.
It's cool.
It
The
might have
top
been
down
me.
stealth.
It was a ninja.
A ninja nominated Mark of the Ninja.
I snuck it in there.
Snuck it in. All right.
We nominated Sound Shape.
Well, I think we talked about it, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll nominate it.
Yeah, it's kind of good.
So I guess we'll scratch that off.
You did say FTL is
Gravity
Oregon
Rush.
Trail.
I Gravity
It's
Rush
so much
is
more than-
original.
It is. That's a very simplified version.
Say Gravity Rush is original,
2020.
but I wouldn't say it's top 3 original. I don't know about you, how you placed it. I didn't have it in my top 3. And I love that
Dude,
game.
no
It's in my
way.
top 5. I guess it should be
Top
top
five?
3.
Yeah.
It's not my winner.
Hard to nominate.
It's a good one. I loved what they did with the gravity and the combat system.
Yeah, just the world traversal and Gravity Rush is awesome.
Yeah, it's one of the better open worlds. And I love power sliding on buildings. That was cool.
Yeah. See, now I'm more thinking about it. Yeah, it's good.
It is cool, but it's not top 3. That's why I just bring it up,
Okay.
just to make it known.
Alright, since that's the only one to beat for Gravity Rush, let's drop it.
Dropping it.
Drop.
Dropped.
Dropped it like it
Is that fair?
wasn't actually very hot.
$834.
Oscar's Wrath?
Journey.
Ah. Donny.
It's not
As far as-
really original or innovative because it's a quick time event.
Pretty much.
It
It's
just
just,
haven't been done before.
yeah.
I am
Its
so-
execution of them are excellent.
With Ninja Blade.
Its content's different. However, the execution of it is,
And the action keeps nothing.
yeah.
The system's original, and getting up the first meter and not actually having a damage form.
That
So
was
it's a real
cool.
first damage form.
Yeah.
Which is not very good. Oscar's
I feel like it's first going to aspire to actually be an anime in video game form. As the splash screens feels, I don't think it's going to be top 3, but that's where some of its biggest innovations are. Just for trying to just be so, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm-
presentation.
I find it insulting to Oscar's Wrath to call it a quick time event. It's better than that,
It is.
since that's what people are gonna.
Yeah, it's got a good
compare it
combat
to.
system with it. Decent.
Not gonna be
Solid.
able to argue over anyone on that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I guess I'd be interested to hear a case on The Walking Dead. I didn't nominate that one.
I'm not gonna win.
Well, it may have a number of ways. One of them is through episodic content, the way it was experienced in the first place. Like everyone playing parts of it, discussing it, and playing through parts of it again. everyone was always on the same page for it, pretty much. I mean, obviously I played it later, but a huge amount of people were playing it as it came out, experiencing it together. Also, just the way it aspires to actually create your own story. It succeeds in a way I really don't think any other game has ever succeeded. It's very ambitious in the way it tries to tell your own tale and interact to your choices. Like, I think it's done it better than any other game. Like, just how many choices you have to make and remembering those.
I think it may not be the easiest thing to make a case for it this year in terms of most innovative original. I don't think I can do a much better job than what Isaiah just said. But I think in 2-3 years, like, The Walking Dead is going to be a game we're pointing to as the progenitor of so
definitely.
many more games. And maybe then we can look back on it and say that was an extremely innovative and original idea that spawned so much other stuff.
I guess
I
I'm
mean,
not.
we get it. You hate The Walking Dead. It's all right.
I definitely don't hate The Walking Dead. Okay. I thought I'd be done. Okay.
What?
I get what you guys are saying. I don't think it's original in any of what it does. It just does it better than everything else. When you say if it does it better than something, that means it's obviously comparing it to something that's already happened.
So you're saying when it comes down to it, it's just a point and click?
Well, no.
I'm saying-
Episodic content, that's
Like,
happened before.
Books.
Indigo
By
Prophet.
Telltale.
I'm
It's
not.
just the
I'm
first
not
time they've done it
arguing.
best.
I'm not arguing that The Walking Dead is the most original game. I am arguing that it is innovative.
Okay.
Very innovative.
And which way?
You just said that it's better than everything else it's done. It's made progress. It
It has made a lot of progress.
It's changed itself to be something that is actually successful. Where, in direct comparison to its predecessors, they
Jurassic
weren't.
Park.
They've changed and made it.
But is that more innovative or
It's-
refined?
I don't know. I give up. I'm done.
That was just a question.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
That pains me so.
Just a question.
You had a timer and a protocol working done before. The dialogue system similar. So
Choices have been done before,
carrying over choices.
but through its presentation,
it just
through the
does
episodes.
do it better than probably.
I don't think any other game has aspired to have 5 separate episodes and carry choices all the way through before like that.
No one's done it combined, no.
Jurassic
Like Heavy
Park-
Rain, and
Jurassic
Indigo
Park.
Prophecy, they did like the choice stuff that carries over.
Jurassic Park.
Well, let's talk about good episodic
Well, that's
choice games.
we're talking.
Well, Jurassic Park was only one game, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
They
It was
put
four.
all together.
It was 4 or 5 episodes. Yeah. I had it on
It was one
my, I had it on my iPad.
Hmm.
You can download it.
Mass Effect carries choices over.
Yeah, that's true too.
Playing games. I know it's not 5 episodes.
It's 3 big episodes.
Yeah, and that started in 07.
I think it's definitely, it could easily be the most important game of the year. As far as games that it'll have impact in the future.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
For DLC, yeah, it's probably the most popular. I'm not popular.
It actually sold pretty well too.
Yeah, it was the best selling they've had for a while.
What else?
Let's get rid of Fez. Did you want it?
I never played it. But I know you have your heart content on it.
What's FTL?
Faster
The one
than
I was
light.
talking-
Oregon Trail in space.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is much more complex than that, but that's just a simplified.
Does one of your family members die of like a
Gonorrhea.
space disease? That'd be cool.
I was like, your
Space
crew members
dysentery.
get murdered by enemy boarders.
Oh,
They
nice.
can burn.
And they can burn to death on
suffocate.
space stations. They can suffocate. They can.
He gets sucked out of the toilet.
And you can name them all. You can name your ship. You can name your crew members. All that stuff.
That's cool.
Just like Oregon Trail.
Not like Timmy died of malaria or something like that.
Oh, sir.
No, it'd be space dysentery.
Space.
Yeah, you can call your ship the Serenity.
Mal
What?
has died. Totally with a firefly.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes. What's Senior play like, and how is it?
It's a side-scrolling
Okay.
shooter. It adds slow-down mechanics and an upgrade system where when you get hit, you can go get your upgrades back instead of having to restart again.
Like Demon Souls?
No, not like that.
Or zombie.
No.
You just compared a side-scrolling shooter to Demon Souls.
Oh, when you
It's
die,
no
you
more
go
like
get all your stuff
more,
back.
You get-
more
you
like
get
multiplayer Gradius.
Oh.
Yeah, more like Gradius.
Gladius?
Gradius.
Gladius was a good game.
It is.
I played a lot of side-scrolling shooters. Senior is pretty.
Innovative, yeah. Is it in your top 3? I don't know. It's in my top 5. I haven't looked
It's a Tokyo Jungle.
I hadn't placed it yet, so I don't know.
Oh,
I started that this weekend.
that's
I didn't
true.
get it integrated into my list.
It's so weird.
It is weird. It's really hard to
It's so
describe that
strange.
game. But is it innovative?
It's very different.
It is
It's
different.
true.
Yeah, it's original.
Which definitely fits the category.
Guess I'm Alive might be the weakest thing now. For this category.
Well, how?
I was-
Never mind. See, Nintendo Land, we're calling it innovative, but it's really just Mario Party for the Wii U.
No, it's
So is it innovative because
no,
of
that's
the
coming
hardware?
soon.
That's coming soon.
Is it innovative because of the new hardware that's with it, or is
That's
what's?
the hardware.
So I don't understand why that's there.
It's unlike any other multiplayer experience.
I've definitely played nothing like it. I think it's a top 3.
The closest thing you can compare to is Pac-Man Versus. But
That
that's
was a
it.
fun game.
That's it. Like 5-player multiplayer with one person against 4 completely different, set of objectives and stuff. That's where it is new and fresh and different and original.
I think it's
But
top 3.
Mario Party does it too.
No, it doesn't. It's not on that level. Not on that level. And again, you haven't played the competitive one, so it's hard to.
Yeah.
I
Hard.
was about to say, because there are 1 versus 3.
Yes,
mini
it's
games.
on a
Oh,
different.
okay, I see where you're-
It's much more involved in Nintendo Land to a degree that hasn't really been seen. But yeah, no, I completely know what you're saying.
Nintendo Land top 3? There's an LTS. Isaiah an LTS.
Yes.
Zach says yes. Russia shrugs.
Brock shrugs. Alright.
No, that's my number 2. So.
Was Walking Dead your number 1?
Yep.
I don't quite get it. So I feel like the innovation in Nintendo Land is all thanks to the Wii U. It's to the system, not the
Yeah,
game.
so-
Yeah,
it's
so
innovative.
which is, and you can't do something like Nintendo Land on any other system, so. we're
So why don't we
faulting
just
it
write Wii U?
Because that's not
Good,
a game.
technically.
Yeah! Wii U all 3 slots.
Nintendo Land embodies
It does,
the
yeah.
potential for originality and innovation that the Wii U has.
Yep.
It is the Wii Sports of the Wii. It demonstrates what that system in its is sort of capable of.
Okay. That's one.
I'm Alive getting taken off.
But
I think.
Nope.
All right.
Down
Cool.
to 5. Yeah.
Unfinished
For 2
Swan.
seconds.
Unfinished Lawn is my winner.
Is that your winner? That's my number 3, actually. But
Each chapter could be its own game, and I've never played anything like any of them.
yep.
The second chapter, I don't know.
The second chapter was great.
Well,
I didn't like the second chapter.
Well, see, the second chapter was
That's my
not
favorite
that
chapter.
unique. It was.
Use water to grow vines.
Yeah.
You done that before?
Zelda.
I was about to say.
Is it really Zelda?
You
You
you've
do that?
had grow plants.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can-
climb
yeah.
stuff. but-
I've never played
Magic
Zelda.
beans and water. Boom.
I've never played Zelda before.
Animal Crossing.
Super Mario Brothers
Harvest
3.
Moon would be fun.
Or Super
No,
Mario
you
Brothers
use
2.
it as a means for platforming. Like,
Zelda.
Well,
First
Yeah.
person.
not first person.
So, it's all you have is water. You're throwing water.
Hey, it's not my fault the game has sparse mechanics.
I just said guys, every chapter is a feature.
You are just a little kid. Can't carry much more than water.
I like to think he's 50.
He's 50?
No, he's spitting.
Oh.
Water. That's kind of messed up.
Crawling across the bridge, spitting.
Or you could think of it as your
The fire hose.
So I guess, Brock, you think Cinnamore or Journey is more?
The innovation in Cinnamore is more significant than the innovation in Journey. There's more game. There's a more history to the kind of game that Cinnamore tries to be, and the fact that it can't feel different at all from hundreds of other games is significant.
We could take Tokyo Jungle. I don't know.
It's tough.
What do you guys think about Tokyo Jungle? I know we're kind of avoiding Tokyo Jungle and different.
Less innovative, more nuts.
Is it like a RPG pack or is it
Sort
like
of.
so like
Kinda.
It's more of an arcade.
In a macro
the
sense,
combat
it's more-
style is it like Xenoblade?
No.
No.
It's more of an action game.
Yeah, hack and slash, and then there's a symbol that you wait to pop up, and you push R1 and instant kill.
It is insane to call Tokyo Jungle a hack and slash.
Oh, heck.
I
It's an
know,
action-
I know.
It's yeah.
It's like a
just,
stealth and slash.
if craziest game was a category, which maybe we should.
Yeah.
But-
that goes ridiculous.
But Tokyo Jungle.
You got a lot of straight trees.
Yeah. I'm not saying it'll win.
Yeah.
I'm saying it deserves to be there.
Frog Thrashing is winning too.
Ding. Top 3 craziest game. Frog Crash and Tokyo Jungle. Frog Crash wins. Done. Okay.
All right, next. Most original left. Does FTL hang in here? It is pretty original.
Well, even the building of your ship, that has been done in Infinite Space. That was like
It's
my
not-
favorite part of it.
Have you played FTL?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
you did?
first world.
Okay. Okay.
So I mean, I know that you buy guns in different rooms and stuff for your ship.
They're playing Sir Ships.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's yeah. Infinite Space does that really well too. I don't know.
I guess, Zach, would you say Tokyo Jungle or Unfinished Swan more innovative original?
I'd say Unfinished One's more original.
Too.
So I wouldn't mind Tokyo
Yes.
Jungle out. Yes, for what?
Yes.
Okay.
And he has checked out.
I'm okay with
Checked
it.
out.
I have never seen the finished song, so I don't know.
Tokyo Jungle. I guess. I don't know. No, you do that. I'm helping this go along. I've never played.
We're stalling. We're right here at the end, guys.
Yeah.
I know. I haven't played FTL. I haven't played Tokyo Jungle. And I have not finished Unfinished One. It's unfinished.
We can do Unfinished
My
One
Unfinished
later.
One is unfinished.
Finish
like-
this one.
I need to. And I'm not playing Xenomore. And I'm not playing Xenomore.
Everyone's played Cinnamon.
I have not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Crazy Car
I
Side
thought
Scroller?
You had it.
Yes.
So that-
I
Nope,
did.
he did.
You did?
I seen it. I haven't played it.
You should have that game instead of something else. Anyway. So, Nintendo Land, Unfinished Swan, and what?
Xenomore.
Okay.
I like Unfinished One up there, that's for sure.
That's my number 2.
Come on, Brock. We need some feedback here. Isaiah Sandridge.
I know, Walking Dead was my number 1.
Come on, Frodo.
I offered everything I had.
Steel Battalion was my number 3.
I say Unfinished One.
Alright, that's 2. One more.
I seen it. That's original.
Unfinished one. Then Brock. Nominate.
For unfinished one.
Come on, Brock. Come on, let us. It's the best time of the year.
So,
Come on, I need help here.
So I guess Nintendo Land unfinished one. See no more.
Sounds good.
Alright.
That's the no choice.
We got
Which
nods.
one wins?
Nintendo Land.
Nintendo Land.
Nintendo
Happy fun.
Land, everyone's happy.
The Wii U wins
The Wii U wins.
because it is a DS. It
I've
is,
heard
it's a
so many
DS.
reviews. It's a giant GS stuck to your TV.
It's like a big Vita.
But it's so much more. I understand. I know what it's capable of. I can see. I'm not an idiot. And the system does impress me.
Yeah,
That's what you're doing. I thought you were falling asleep. I was like, what are you doing? Like,
Autoerotic
Game works on Xbox
asphyxiation.
360.
no, it won't. It probably won't.
13 done today, 9 tomorrow.
You just
Sounds
plug
like
it
it.
in.
All right, join us
Maybe.
for
I don't know.
Day 2 of the Bad Gaming Podcast Game of the Year ceremony, including fantastic categories like Best New Main Character, Best Secondary Character, Best Voice Acting, Best Story/Writing, Most Memorable Moment, that's a personal one, perhaps a Best Publisher Award. We'll go through all of our most anticipated games in 2013. We'll all declare that 2012 is the year of blank, and of course we'll determine our collective Game of the Year for 2012. All that and more tomorrow.